Mike Sports Vibes, thank you for vibing with me. NFL Talk with your boy Mike Sports Vibes. And we got some things to talk about, man. Like, I'm ready for the regular season to start. I'm pretty sure a lot of NFL fans all around the world, even if you're not a Viking fan, I'm pretty sure y'all feel the same way. You know what I mean? Like, the all season's been taking forever. Preseason, I'm already done with the preseason already. I want the games to count, man. I want the games to count. And I want to talk about this topic right here. Now, a lot of people be like, how do you think Randy Moss is the greatest wide receiver of all time? Well, debatably, the greatest cornerback in Deion Sanders said that Randy Moss, a few years ago, he said this a few years ago, he said that Randy Moss changed the game of football. And that's coming from prime time Deion Sanders. We talking about the greatest cornerback. Debatably, I think he is the greatest cornerback of all time. Saying that, and they're really good friends. They're fishing buddies. They're really close. I don't think he's just saying that. I think he really believes that. When he went against him, he said he had like a hamstring injury at the time. I ain't saying he's capping, but I might mess around have a hamstring injury if I'm going against Randy Moss in his prime. But shout out to everybody that's in the building. Make sure you double tap, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. If you are a Minnesota Viking fan, or if you just feeling the vibes, consider subscribing. But it's definitely going down over here. Let's talk about some of the quotes that he said. All right, so one of the quotes that Deion Sanders said about prime time Randy Moss, the greatest wide receiver of all time, that's just my opinion. He said, when it comes to going against Randy Moss, defensive coordinators would literally go bald. He said, and I quote, hold on, let me read the exact quote. I think he said, they don't have it on here. Hold on, what did he say? He said, all right, Sanders explained defensive coordinators would have, all right, so he said they would go bald trying to come up with a game plan to stop Randy Moss. And on top of that, he said that defensive coordinators would have to adjust their strategies often to employing deep safeties to try to contain Randy Moss's speed. And another thing that Randy Moss said that no that Deion Sanders said about Randy Moss felt like nobody can guard him, nobody can stick him, nobody was as fast as him, nobody was as athletic as him, and and Deion Sanders said, yeah, pretty much I second that. Like nobody was like Randy Moss. Another thing he said, he's a freak in nature in a good way. Another thing he said was when Randy Moss will put his hand up, when he put his hand up, it's pretty much over. Like there's nothing you can do to stop that man. There was really nothing you can do. You can have safety help. You can do whatever. He said he was a complete wide receiver. You know how some people put the narrative out there? Well, he wasn't a complete wide receiver. He never went in the middle. Deion Sanders said he was listen, he did everything. But when he went deep and he put his hand up, he was unstoppable. And I think that is I was talking about that yesterday about people complain about, oh, why are you just doing one move? If you can't stop that one move, if I'm running the ball and you can't stop me running the ball, guess what? I'm gonna keep running the ball until you stop it. Until you stop it, I'm gonna keep running that play. Why would I make it easier for you to guard me by doing something that you can't stop? So if he's running the fly constantly and he puts his hand up and you can't stop him, best believe it's over. It's over for you. Touchdown all day. He was talking about like the whole slogan, oh, you just got mossed, et cetera, et cetera. Like Deion Sanders gave a lot of respect to the greatest wide receiver, in my opinion, Randy Moss. He said he had great hands. He said, what else did he say? When he even with the slants, everything. No matter what coverage they had going against Randy Moss, he was pretty much unstoppable. Cover two, cover three, whatever you were trying to do, you would have to adjust to what Randy Moss is doing. It's not the other way around because you can't stop Randy Moss. You can only adjust to what Randy Moss does and hope the best you can slow him down and stop him. What's going on, Lockdown Straps? Salute to you, bro. How you doing today? How you doing on this wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Monday morning? Appreciate you rocking with your boy. Right now, we're talking about Deion Sanders describing how Randy Moss was a freak in nature in a good way. during his discussion with Steve Smith Sr. on NFL Network. This was a few years ago in 2019, December 2019. And I just want to put this out here because, oh man, I'm excellent. God is good. I woke up this morning. So starts there for me. You know what I mean? School officially starts for all my kids tomorrow. So it's going to be a interesting day tomorrow, but I'm looking forward to it. My oldest is finally going into middle school. And yeah, so it's gonna be an interesting couple of days. But yeah, in 2019, Deion Sanders describes how Randy Moss was a freak in nature. They said during the discussion, Randy Moss highlighted Moss's incredible speed and ability to outrun defenders. That's another thing I want to say. God bless. Oh, God bless you and your family too, bro. That's another thing I want to say, right? The reason why I'm a Viking fan from Pennsylvania is because of Randy Moss, right? And I've been a Viking fan ever since. Randy Moss, the thing that he would do on the field was different than any other wide receiver in the history of wide receivers. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Like Randy Moss, for me, when he would, it doesn't matter if it's a fly, a slant, and then go straight again, like a deep ball, or whatever. There was no cornerback that I seen watching Randy Moss that can stop that man. You might be able to get to the quarterback and stop that quarterback from throwing him the ball, but I don't know any cornerbacks throughout the history that can consistently shut down Randy Moss. Randy Moss was that guy. And when you talk about the what do you say, incredible speed and ability, he was running on that field so fast. And then, oh, what's going on? CL Sports Cars, what's going on? 3,000. What about last night? What's going on? What's going on? Everybody in the building, shout out to each and every one of y'all. Make sure you double tap the screen and hit that like button. Double tap that screen and hit the like button and consider subscribing. We go on live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And even if you're not a Viking fan, if you're vibing with me, consider subscribing to me. This is one YouTube family. Everybody is welcome, but I'm telling you right now, the Minnesota Vikings will beat the brakes off of all y'all teams, and I'm going to talk this trash until I'm proven otherwise. We're going to keep it respectful in the comments, keep it PG, but I am going to talk my talk. Best believe that. But getting back to what I was saying, Deion Sanders gave a lot of respect and love to Randy Moss, which is his good friend as well. When he says incredible speed and ability to outrun defenders, it was like, and my whole thing is like this. It was like he was gliding on the football field. There was nobody that can stick with Randy Moss. Randy Moss would just blow by a defender, and it would be like, dang, how did he just move past him so quick? Why does it seem like the defenders are moving in slow motion and he's the only one running full speed? And it doesn't even look like he was running full speed. He was just still going by everybody. It was just amazing ability. And then when he puts his hand up to go grab that football out of the air, there's nothing you can do to stop him. There was nothing you can do. One-handed catches all day, every day. You just got mossed. And it is what it is. There's nothing you can do to stop that man from just dominating absolutely every game that he played. And it was amazing to see when it was Culpepper and him. But you know what was amazing to see was, and I'm coming from a Minnesota Viking fan, even at the end of his career, Randy Moss was looking so special when he went to the Patriots. When Tom Brady was throwing him the ball, I said, yo, this is reminding me when he was with the Vikings. The way he was catching the ball and dominating. It honestly reminded me how great. I mean, I always knew he was great. I always knew he was that guy. I always knew that he was the most unguardable wide receiver, in my opinion, in NFL history. But to see it again when Tom Brady was throwing all those deep passes to him and him catching one-handed catches, it was amazing to see, man. I loved it. Coming from a Viking fan, I honestly wanted the Patriots to win that Super Bowl, not because I'm a Patriots fan, but I'm a big time Randy Moss supporter. I always he's my favorite player of all time, and I got so much respect for Randy Moss. Straight up, got so much respect for Randy Moss. But shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. How are y'all feeling on this wonderful day? And I want to talk about, I'm just ready for NFL football, man. I can't wait until the regular season starts. I cannot wait, man. It seems like the regular season is taking forever to officially start. And it's just like, it's just dragging me. And then we still got one more preseason game. And I ain't trying to complain about it, but I just can't wait until the regular season starts. And I'm pretty sure every fan base is feeling the same way I'm feeling when I say that. But yeah, man, I had to show love to my guy Randy Moss, man. I've been doing some research and like looking up some the greatest corner of all time. In 2019, said he was a freak of nature in a good way, and he changed um, the sport of the NFL. He changed the NFL. He changed the game. He said, and Steve Smith Sr. He was talking about it on NFL Network as well in 2019, and he said he really was that guy. So, like, I really appreciate, and I'm a big supporter of Steve Smith Sr. I remember Steve Smith Sr. when he was with the Panthers. Man, that man was amazing, simply amazing. I remember I don't know if he broke his shoulder bone. I don't know, broke his arm, and he still caught the ball and was still playing hard with a broken arm. Steve Smith Sr. was a monster in the NFL. I remember him, man. He was a beast as well. But it's really fun. It's really cool to hear great stories coming from the great all-time players like Deion Sanders, giving Randy Moss his props. You feel me? Tennessee Titans play the Vikings on Sunday. They're going to play on Friday the third, and the Vikings cannot play on the Vikings. The Tennessee Titans. Yeah, we're gonna beat the brakes off the Titans. I think you're talking about preseason, but shout out to everybody that's in the building. Make sure you is this Dalvin Cook? You know what's so funny? I don't got my locks in, but I'm actually growing my locks back. You're not the only one that's asked if I was Dalvin Cook. I'm not Dalvin Cook. Shout out to Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook is one of the greatest running backs in Minnesota Viking history. I got a lot of respect for Dalvin Cook, but I am not Dalvin Cook. You know what I mean? But shout out to Dalvin Cook. I miss him being in the purple and the gold. He said the Vikings play as yeah, but it's definitely going down, man. I can't wait to the regular season to start for the NFL. It took forever, man. It's taking forever, man. I know it's right around the corner, but it's still taking forever for me. I'm a little bit impatient right now. I want to see JJ McCarthy. I want to see Justin Jefferson. I want to see JJ to JJ all day, every day. You feel me? I just want to see regular season football. I am tired of the wait. Remember that album when Lil Wayne came out? He said, "Sorry for the wait." That's pretty much what the NFL is doing for us, man. Listen, I am football desperate right now. I need football in my life. I can't wait until the NFL season officially starts. But getting back to Randy Moss and what Deion Sanders said, he said on NFL Network in 2019, December 20th, he also noted that Randy Moss had great hands, ability to run every route. So, you know, when people be trying to say, oh, well, Randy Moss only runs one route. He was a one-trick pony, but you couldn't stop that one trick. And another thing that the best cornerback of all time, Deion Sanders, said about Randy Moss is he emphasized his specialty was the deep ball. Of course, the deep ball, nobody can stop Randy Moss. Deep ball, puts his hand up, it's over for you. You might as well just say, case closed. It's a wrap. It's done. You can't do nothing about it. You can only try to get a pass interference and then call it a day. And if you do pass interference and it's too crazy, you're probably going to get benched, depending on what corner, depending on who you are. But he said Sanders explained that defensive coordinators would have to adjust their strategies, often employing deep safeties to try to contain the speed, Randy Moss's speed. It was just hard to stop, man. Very hard to stop. And I don't think there's a wide receiver in the game that looks like Randy Moss right now. I think there's only going to be one Randy Moss forever. You know what I mean? Like, I haven't seen a player of his caliber. Kind of like Calvin Johnson. Like, Calvin Johnson, in a good way, was a freak of nature when with the Lions. If y'all remember who Calvin Johnson is, he retired to some people early. But when he was playing in the NFL, he was absolutely remarkable. He was amazing. He was one of those wide receivers that don't matter if he's triple team, double team, doesn't matter. He's going to catch that ball. It's like the same thing with Randy Moss. Put his arm up. Don't matter if there's two safeties on him, cornerback, safety, whatever. It didn't matter. Randy Moss was going to come down with that football, and it's going to be a touchdown. And what they're going to say, you just got mossed. That was the slogan back in the day. You just got mossed. A lot of the wide receivers wanted to be like Randy Moss back in the day. A lot of the wide receivers was trying to do those one-handed catches. Where do you think listen, I understand there's other wide receivers that was doing the one-handed catches like Chris Carter, but where do you think the one-handed catch really, I mean, I know before Randy Moss was even a player, they was doing one-handed catches, but on the level that they were doing it, after Randy Moss started doing the one-handed catches, man, a lot of the wide receivers today practice that one-handed catch, man. and I'm pretty sure they was watching Randy Moss. So yeah, I believe in Deion Sanders and what he said about him changing the game. And shout out to Philly Hood Lies, shout out to you. He was like 6'5" and ran fast. Yes, yeah, Moss was a different type of dude, man. Even if he wasn't a Viking fan and you seen him doing what he was doing with the Vikings or when he was with the Patriots, but when he was with the Vikings, it was crazy. But I think it might have been I'm not gonna say crazier with the Patriots, but they had the best wide receiver of all time, debatably throwing him the ball. So it was amazing to watch, man. It was amazing to watch. I think Deion Sanders, um, when he says freaking nature and when he says that Randy Moss changed the game, I think he really meant that. And what I want to say is because you know how a lot of people say that Randy Moss he's only a one trick pony. When he says he ran every route, so why does Deion Sanders, the best cornerback of all time, debatably, say that Randy Moss ran every route, but everybody else, yes, his specialty was the deep ball, yes, but he can do slants. He ain't probably like doing slants, but and then you got to think about around that time. Hey, listen, the game was different, man. Them safeties can really hit you. Listen, them linebackers can really hit you, bro. It ain't like football now. There's certain ways you got to tackle. Back then, they was doing whatever back in the day, bro. Back then, I'm talking about. It was a different type of football back then when it comes to tackling and it wasn't all these penalties. Them big hits that Ray Lewis was doing back in the day. Hey, listen, them big hits that some of those all-time linebackers and safeties was doing, Ed Reed. Hey, listen, if they was to do that thing, the same hits they did back in the day, did it right now in today's NFL, bro, they would have probably got suspended. They would have got fined. It was a whole different ball game when Randy Moss was playing, bro. They could really hit. So he was like, yo, I'll do the slants. I don't really want to do the slants, but I'd rather just deep ball all day, every day. Terrell Owens, you too young to remember. Oh, yes, I remember Terrell Owens. Yes, I love Terrell Owens. Terrell Owens is my one of my favorite wide receivers of all time. He's a beast. I love Terrell Owens. When he was with the 49ers, when he was with the Eagles, when he was with the Eagles is when I really was just like, yeah, he's really that guy. I loved Terrell Owens, his play on that dang on football field. He was good with the Cowboys as well. Terrell Owens is he's an all-time great wide receiver. The problem is they always try to come at him because of the off the field, but I don't really care about the off the field stuff. I care about what he did on the field, and then they try to say he's a distraction on the field, but all I seen that guy do is make plays. Y'all still talking about this? James Harrison textbook form tackles. Yeah. We got to talk about it. You know why? Because I was thinking about it I was really thinking about we was talking about Jerry Rice and him being the greatest wide receiver, and I'm not hating on anybody that has that opinion. I just want to just have full context when you talk about because like quarterbacks definitely can help a great wide receiver have better numbers. And I'm not saying that Jerry Rice only had good numbers because of Joe Montana and Steve Young, but I'm just saying, if you see what Randy Moss was doing with Tom Brady in the little bit of time he did play with Tom Brady, hey, listen, Randy Moss was on another level. He was the best wide receiver in the game. When he was with the Patriots, even at the end of his prime, Randy Moss was the best wide receiver in the game. That shows you. Just imagine if he was with Tom Brady his whole career. I'm just saying, he would at least had a couple Super Bowls. I promise you that. I promise you that. Skull, baby, what's going on? Minnesota's finals, what's going on? I grew up in the 80s watching Randy Moss. He's back. Yes, but all-around player, you got to give it to Jerry Rice. Yeah, because they're talking about, the slants and all that. But can I ask you a question, though? Who was the most unstoppable? I just feel like Randy Moss was unstoppable just doing a few different routes. He didn't have to do all the things that Jerry Rice did. I'm not taking nothing from Jerry Rice. I'm just saying he could just run the deep route, deep ball, put his hand up. You just got Moss. You can't stop me. You can get safety help. You got the best corner on him. You can do whatever you want. Guess what's going to happen? You're getting cooked. You're getting mossed. And I'm just saying you do got to think about the quarterbacks too. And this is not trying to take a shot at any of the quarterbacks that was throwing him the ball, but just think about it. Jerry Rice had Joe Montana and Steve Young throwing him the ball for 15 years, bro. 15 years that he played in the NFL. I forgot how many years he did play in the NFL, but 15 years, Jerry Rice had two of the greatest quarterbacks of all time throw him the ball. For real. Like, and I'm just saying, if you give the same amount of time, give Tom Brady 15 years with Randy Moss. I'm not taking none from Jerry Rice. I'm just saying, give Randy Moss 15 years with Tom Brady, and I'm not going to say he's going to pass Jerry Rice, but I think the statistics will be a lot closer than what they show right now. Right now, Randy Moss can't tie Jerry Rice's shoes when it comes to the statistics, when it comes to yards, when it comes to touchdowns, when it comes to all that. I'm gonna be honest with you, but you gotta take into everything the full context of who was throwing Randy Moss the ball his whole career, who was throwing Jerry Rice the ball his whole entire career. And I don't want people to think that I'm coming at Jerry Rice, but I just want people to understand, even though, and the same thing goes with Calvin. I'm just saying, some of these wide receivers would be even better if they had like Larry Fitzgerald. If he had Joe Montana throwing him the ball, I think the stats will be a little bit different and closer. That's just my opinion, and I'm not trying to hate on Jerry Rice because he is stats definitely the greatest wide receiver of all time. I don't want people to think I'm hating on Jerry Rice because I think he was an amazing player. But for me, coming from a Minnesota, I guess maybe coming from a Minnesota Viking fan is probably like, oh, you're just a Viking fan saying that. I'm gonna be honest with you. Randy Moss is my favorite player of all time. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a Viking fan from Pennsylvania because of Randy Moss. I'm gonna be honest with you. I never seen somebody play like Randy Moss before. Still to this day. I love Justin Jefferson. I'm not trying to even compare JJ to him yet because JJ got to do a lot more. But I love it. I love what I seen from Randy Moss when he did play. It was different. It was a different type of energy. Like any play could be a touchdown. Honestly, I'm just being honest. Every single play could be a touchdown. November 3rd going to play. It's going down. Greatest wide receiver, Jerry Rice. Best receiver to touch gridiron prime is Randy Moss. It's like Tiger Woods with golf. Some would say others were better, but in the prime, literally wouldn't know about it. Okay. I'm back. Guess the Vikings are. Hey, no, Kendro. No, that's not true. Antonio Brown was a good wide receiver, but he can't. No disrespect to Antonio Brown. I'm not trying to come at Antonio Brown, but oh, come on, bro. We're not even going to be disrespectful to Jerry Rice, Randy Moss, Terrell Owens. I like Antonio Brown. He was a really, really, really good wide receiver. But we talking about the GOATs at wide receiver right now. We're talking about debatably the GOAT. We're not talking about he's an all-time great. I think Antonio Brown probably will be a Hall of Famer. I got to look at his stats. Didn't look at his stats. He was an amazing wide receiver, amazing talent. But just to be honest with you, I can't put him with Jerry Rice. I can't put him in the same category of a Randy Moss. I can't put him in the same category of a Terrell Owens. Just my opinion. And I do like Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown was a beast. Yeah, Hall of Fame 100%. Yeah. But I can't put him at the GOAT, though. The GOAT conversation. I got to look at his stats. Matter of fact, I might look at his stats right now. And shout out to everybody that's in the building. Make sure you double tap, hit that like button, and consider subscribing. And thank you for subscribing, Andrew Silva. I appreciate you subscribing, man. You cool, my brother. Cool, great content. Thank you. Go 49. He's a 49ers fan. Everybody's welcome, even though I do cover the Minnesota Vikings. Everybody is welcome on this channel. Every sport team, like whatever fan that you are, doesn't matter if you're a Lions, Packers, Eagles fan. Everybody's welcome on this channel. This is one YouTube family. I always say that sports are designed to bring us all together, not separate us. And I truly mean that. And I just feel like we're going to still talk that talk in the comments. We still going to talk trash in the comments, but everybody is welcome to be on this channel and just vibe. If you vibing with me, consider subscribing to me, and I appreciate all the support. And yeah, man, it's going down. I'm gonna be talking trash to y'all when we go live for every game with the scoreboard. I'm gonna be talking trash to each and every one of y'all. If you a 49ers fan and we go against your team, I'm letting you know this right now. We beating the brakes off of you. Packers fans, we beating the brakes off of you. Lions fans, we're beating the brakes, and I'm gonna keep on saying it until I'm proven otherwise. So if the Lions or the Bengals or whatever beat us, I'm gonna be listen. If I could dish out the smoke, I could take the smoke as well. I'm gonna be like, hey, y'all beat us. I gotta admit, we're gonna beat you next time, but y'all got us this time. Yeah, that's how I am. But shout out to everybody that's in the building. But I would say personally, Randy is my number one, but AB is close. Yeah, I don't go far back as like Jerry Rice. When I seen Jerry Rice, I think I seen him in his late stages of his career. He definitely wasn't in his prime when I seen him. So I didn't. So it's different. My perspective is like I didn't really get to see Jerry Rice at all, bro, in his prime. And I'm not taking nothing from Jerry Rice. I seen Randy Moss in his prime. I seen it. And when I saw it, I said, I'm a Viking fan. I love their jerseys. I love the purple and gold. I loved everything about their uniform. I said, oh, they got cool uniforms. They got Randy Moss. That's when I became a football fan. He made me into a fan of football because of how he played the game. And people could say what they want to say off the field. I don't care about none of that. All I know, the man was a great player. But yeah, Randy Moss is that guy to me. And Deion Sanders said he was a freak of nature in a good way. He said that he changed the game of football. He also said he said on NFL Network in 2019, he said Moss had great hands and the ability to run every route, but he emphasized his specialty was the deep ball. And I love saying that because a lot of people be like, oh, Randy Moss never did anything else. But let me ask y'all a question one more time. And I know people already heard this question, but I'm going to ask it again for the people that just got in the building. Say you was playing a sport, right? And say you're a professional football player, right? And your team is running the ball down the throat of every team like that you play, and they can't stop it. They know you're gonna run the ball up the middle or on the left side or the right side or the offensive line, but guess what? They can't stop it. Why would you stop doing it? So it's like, why would I give you the opportunity to beat me by not doing the thing that's beating everybody? If I'm running a fly route, I'm going deep ball, put my hand up, and I'm destroying everybody. I'm not going to stop doing it until somebody can stop me. I'm going to keep on running that route constantly. It was like the same thing when I was said yesterday. When Kareem was with the sky hook in basketball with the Lakers, when he was doing the sky hook, and people was probably complaining about that. But if you can't stop it, why would I stop it? I'm trying to win. I got to use all my advantages so I can win. All right, let me read these comments. So I didn't know it was one you took from me. I thought it was the Vikings supporters. Thank you for highlighting. Thank you. I will subscribe. Oh, thank you for subscribing. Appreciate you. I didn't know it was one you took. Sorry for my. Oh, you're good, Kendra. I don't know what you're talking about, but you're good, man. God bless you. God bless everybody in the chat. I got thick skin. Y'all people say, man, I'm called names all the time on social media. It is what it is. I don't know what you exactly said, but I accept your apology, whatever you did say. And God bless you and your family. And I hope the best for you, brother, man. Appreciate you. Mike, Antonio Brown is top 20, 30. Yes, I still take him slightly less talented receiver over him just to deal with the BS though. T.O. and Ocho made up for. You know what? Let me give a lot of respect for I don't like saying Ocho, man. What was his original name? What was his first name, y'all? It was something Johnson, right? Before he was Ocho Cinco. We'll just say Ocho Cinco, whatever. Ocho Cinco, right? Yo, a few years, bro, with the Bengals, that man was definitely top dog at the wide receiver, or debatably, because I know there was a lot of competition. I know Larry Fitzgerald was playing. Hey, listen. That bull Ocho was something special back then. Got a lot of respect for him. I'm not sure if he made it to the Hall of Fame. Can someone tell me in the comments, did Ocho Cinco make it to the Hall of Fame? I'm not sure. Oh, okay, Mike. Okay, I'm a Steelers fan. He didn't, bro. Not like his time with Oakland. Okay, yeah, I got you. He started going crazy after that. And hit from the okay, I got you. Yup, I feel you, brother. You gotta lay off the Kool-Aid. Hey, listen, Vikings all day, baby. Hey, listen, I can't get off of the purple and gold Kool-Aid, bro. Everybody in the building, make sure you double tap. Can I get 10 likes? Double tap, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We go on live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And everybody is welcome to this YouTube channel. Regardless if you're a Viking fan or not, if you're feeling the vibes, consider subscribing. If we go against your team, I would love for you to be in the chat, talk trash to me, keep it respectful in the comments, because I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. And I'm just trying to, if I can make anybody smile and make their day better, that's what I'm doing my job. I just want to vibe with y'all and have a good time with y'all in the comments. Salute to each and every one of y'all that's in the building. But yeah, I can't lay off the Kool-Aid, Mike. I like your name because my name is Mike too. Randy Moss was a freak of nature. Every time we played the Vikings back in the 80s, yes, because of Randy Moss. Yes, he was a different type of dude, man. He was a touchdown machine. Nah, I'm not hating on Jerry Rice. I hope that's not what you're thinking I am. I couldn't care less about Avery, but I'm not going to look past the fact that he did. Oh, yeah, he was amazing. Are you talking about that? Andre Johnson was good, too. Andre Johnson was good. I can't put him in the category of Jerry Rice and Randy Moss and Terrell Owens. I can't do that. And I love Andre Johnson. He was a very good wide receiver. Chad Johnson, but he changed his name to 85. Yeah, Chad Johnson. Thank you, Mike. So I respect that part. Okay. Yeah, he changed his name to Ocho saying 85. Yeah. AP or Moss. Because y'all see the Adrian Peterson. I am a Viking fan from Pennsylvania because of Randy Moss. So I'm going to go Randy Moss. And I have his autograph and everything. Peterson. I would love to one day, my dream would be to get a picture of Randy Moss with an autograph. It don't got to be a jersey. It could just be a framed picture of him mossing somebody. I don't care who it is. But I think I would love to get that. That would be like a dream come true to have that because Randy Moss is the reason why I love football. I'm going to keep it real with you, man. That guy was he was special. Adrian Peterson was special as well, but that he was a special type of dude, man. When it comes like Randy Moss, like I have never seen still to this day. Can you name any wide receiver right now that was explosive with the hands like Randy Moss? Can you name one wide receiver right now? And I'm not saying this to be disrespectful. I'm just being honest. I don't see it. I'm talking about touchdowns, the hands, the deep ball threat, the just everything. The put the fear in every defense. Can you name one wide receiver right now? The GOAT running back, yo, let's go Bengals. We're gonna beat the brakes off the Bengals. But shout out to the Bengal fans. AP stomping on their dudes. Ocho Cinco, ironically, I'm catching up in the chat. Yeah, Calvin Johnson was a monster. I was talking about him. You think Jamar Chase? Jamar Chase? Okay, they're the best right now, but all right, yeah. So I give them to you. I give them to you. I do love Justin Jefferson. Jamar Chase is there too. Yeah. Jamar Chase is when it comes to JJ and Jamar Chase is a better touchdown machine than Justin Jefferson. But Justin Jefferson has more receiving yards and he has more catches. Not by much though, but I think and I don't mean to, I'm not trying to come at Jamar Chase's numbers. I'm not. But no disrespect. Jamar Chase has Joe Burrow throwing him the ball, which he's one of the best quarterbacks in the game. One of the best quarterbacks in the game is Joe Burrow when healthy. No disrespect to the quarterbacks that's throwing JJ the ball, but Nick Mullins, Kirk Cousins, come on, man. I can go on and on. Who else? Who else was throwing JJ the ball? Besides them that is like they've been throwing him the ball for a few years. It was really Kirk Cousins. No disrespect to Kirk Cousins, but Joe Burrow compared to Kirk Cousins, there's no comparison. I'm gonna be honest, and I'm not trying to hate. And listen, I ain't trying to hate on Kirk Cousins. I'm just being honest with you. Yeah. Kirk Cousins can't tie Joe Burrow's shoes, in my opinion. Do not spam that Prob Hob. I appreciate you saying Justin Jefferson. Yeah, I appreciate that, but don't spam it though. Try not to spam it. Don't spam it. Please don't spam it. But this is like debating Jordan or LeBron different times. Yeah, that is true. You're right, E-Dubs. You're right. I don't want to, yeah, you're right. We're right. You're right. You're 100. E-Dubs, that's a very good comment. I appreciate that comment, and that's a fact. You're right. You're right. Different times. Yeah, you're right. His are high because the Eagles are always losing and defense is bad. So they throw 40 times a game. Yeah, I feel like, and everybody in the building, can I get 10 likes? Can I get 10 more likes, y'all? Can I get 10 more likes in the building? Hit that like button if you haven't already. Hit the subscribe button. I'm a Viking fan covering, I cover the Minnesota Vikings on this channel. We go live for every game with the scoreboard and everything. If you're interested, consider subscribing. And this is one YouTube family. Everybody's welcome on this channel. Yeah. What I'm trying to catch up in the comments. The works. But you know what, though? I do agree with that comment. I don't want to compare Randy to the wide receivers today, just like you can't really compare Jerry Rice to the wide receivers today, and even Larry Fitzgerald, Terrell Owens, the list goes on and on and on. So I get it. Let the wide receivers that are today's wide receivers do their thing, and we'll see what the record books say at the end of their career. So I agree with that. But it is fun to debate, though, a little bit. You know what I mean? It is kind of fun to debate. It's kind of fun to talk about it. But I was just saying what Deion Sanders was, how he was expressing his respect for Randy Moss. They're friends. That's his fishing buddy. That's what Deion Sanders said. And he said he's a freak in nature. He can run every route, but he emphasized his specialty was the deep ball. There was no way to defend this guy. That's what Deion Sanders said. There was no way to defend this guy, according to when he was on the NFL Network in December of 2019. So this was a few years ago, but I just wanted to just put this out here and give a lot of respect for Randy Moss. Randy Moss is my favorite player. So I had to come and do this live stream and talk about my favorite player of all time. Who that nation? Oh, we got some Saints fans, Dallas Cowboys on top. We got a Cowboys fan. Why are you not debating on the Mike Sports Basketball channel? Hey, listen, I will. Right now, I'm just like, the one thing about the NBA right now, I'm just trying to wait until we get closer, because right now, the only thing I can think about NBA is Joel Embiid finally playing. And is he going to ever play? But I will be getting real. I'll be going live on that channel very soon. Believe that. I got you, bro. I'm going to be talking about the Phillies a lot more on that channel as well. But right now, I'm just focusing, because football is hot right now. Football is about to start, like literally. Basketball, still got a little bit of time. But I'm going to be honest with you. I'm kind of like disappointed because I'm not feeling like I'm getting the good news about Joel Embiid. It seems like Joel Embiid, like, they're not giving us real updates on Joel Embiid. Will he play the first game of the season? Yes or no? It doesn't have to be such a mystery. Last year, we had the same question. So I will talk about it. I got you, bro. I promise you. I got you, I got you. Chargers fan said, who's the most underrated wide receiver in the league? You know, I got a couple off the top of my head before I even look up some wide receivers. I'm going to be honest with you. I have a lot of respect for St. Brown from the Lions. I think he's not looked at as like that. Like, he's a very good wide receiver. People respect him, but they don't put him at the top of the list when it comes to wide receivers. I honestly do. I think, and maybe because I'm a Viking fan and I see that he destroys the Vikings every time he plays us, so it's a little bit different for me. But even if you look at St. Brown's stats, I feel like he just puts up good numbers every year. Another wide receiver that I think is underrated is probably Nico Collins. CJ the Cowboys. But yes, another guy. Puka, yes. From the Rams, yes. Definitely not underrated. He's literally the starter. No, but he doesn't get talked about like some of the other wide receivers like Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase and those guys. If you're talking about underrated, like meaning like the media talking, like ESPN talking about him, I think he is underrated because they don't talk about them. They only talk about Justin Jefferson. They only talk about Jamar Chase. They only talk about like the top like big name wide receivers. They don't really talk about Nico Collins. They don't talk about St. Brown. They don't talk about some of these other wide receivers. So y'all know he was going to be Cooper Kupp. I don't know about that. Let's not go that far about saying he's better than Cooper Kupp yet. Let's not do that. I'm gonna say Pickens low key. People hating on him, but he about to go crazy in Dallas and finally having a decent quarterback. I'm gonna be honest with you. I got respect for Pickens, but for you, like, and I think Dak Prescott is a decent quarterback. I just feel like the Cowboys should have moved on from Dak and got that next franchise quarterback. I think Dak is solid. I put Dak in the category of like where like Kirk Cousins is. Like when Kirk Cousins was doing his thing with the Vikings, he right there. But the Cowboys could have drafted another quarterback, one of these quarterbacks in 2024. I'm not sure which one. They could have traded up. Probably could have drafted Bo Nix. They probably could have drafted Michael Penix. They could have drafted somebody. I don't know. Somebody. I'm just putting names out there. Drake May or whatever. Or this past draft, they could have drafted Deion Sanders. He dropped to the dang on 5th round. So, I mean, dang. What was what was the Cowboys thinking? I just feel like, and they could have built around their quarterback. Like, they having trouble paying their players. They what's the bull that they having trouble trying to pay? And Jerry acting like he don't want to pay him. But he wants to get paid. They ain't trying to pay him. But you're paying Dak Prescott $40 million or whatever he's getting paid. And Dak Prescott, he's either hurt. And yes, Dak Prescott do got them games where he looks really good. But some of the times he just looks like he don't know what the heck he's doing. It's same thing with Kirk Cousins. Same thing with Kirk. He got those games where you're just like, wow, Kirk Cousins could literally He's that dude. And the next thing you know, he's throwing 3 interceptions. It's crazy work. Man, leave Embiid alone. Hey, listen, I can't. I love Embiid. But at the same time, we got to keep it real and hold him accountable. I know there's certain players that just get injured. There's nothing you can do about it, but he has to do his thing too. Eat well, have a personal trainer that can strengthen some of the strengthen your legs. You know what I mean? The most important thing in basketball is your legs. You know what I mean? Strengthen your legs, strengthen your knees, strengthen your ankles. Same with football. I mean, unless you're a wide receiver and your hands and arms and stuff like that. But if you playing basketball, you got to strengthen your legs. And that's where most of his injuries are. His knees, his ankle, his foot. It's crazy. He's under but I love Joel. Keenan Allen. Yes, that's another one. Don't have the top 20. Yes. Allen is another guy that I like a lot. He underrated because ain't no until he had the breakout season. Yeah, I love Keenan Allen. That's a good one. Yeah, he's up there, but he's still underrated. He's still a good wide receiver. Man, if I could have Keenan Allen on my team and we have Jordan Addison and we have Justin Jefferson, listen, we having a trouble at wide receiver because we don't know who our third string wide receiver going to be. We don't want it to be Jalen. Listen, no disrespect to Jalen Naylor. Go get me Amari Cooper. Go get me Keenan Allen if he was available. I forgot what team Keenan Allen's on right now. His first year was St. Brown is good in my opinion because he's a consistent Yes, thank you. Thank you, Holden, for that comment. They only talk about the top 3, which Puka isn't. Yeah, yes, thank you, Mike. That's my point. I'm not saying that Puka, like that bull ain't good. They just talk about the top dogs when it comes to wide receivers. Can I get 10 more likes, y'all? Can I get 10 more likes? If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We're going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game this upcoming season with the scoreboard and everything. Everybody's welcome on this channel, regardless if you're a Viking fan or not. This is one YouTube family. Just keep it respectful in the comments because I will be talking trash to you. I expect you to talk trash to me. But I'm letting you know the Vikings beating the brakes off of everybody. We might go 17-0 this season. And if we lose, listen, y'all can shut me up. Listen, I'm going to be quiet. I'm like, yeah, y'all beat us. We're going to see what y'all do in the playoffs. That's my slogan. That's what I'm going to keep saying. Y'all beat us here. We see you in the playoffs. We're going to beat the brakes off of y'all. But it's all fun at the end of the day. And this is all one YouTube family. But if you can, hit that like button. That's Dak is 10 to 15. So him highest paid. Why Cowboys will always be bad. Yeah. As a Viking fan, I'm a Lions fan. Do you worry about no? Let me say this. Hutch. Let me give you a Gage Hickle. Gage Hickle. I'm gonna say this right now. I'm gonna be honest with you. You talking about Aiden Hutchinson, right? Your defensive end, your edge rusher, one of the best pass rushers in the NFL. I got a lot of respect for him. I was actually disappointed that he got hurt. Even though I'm a Viking fan, I look at it like this. I know injuries happen. The next man gotta step up. But at the end of the day, when you lose a superstar edge rusher like that, that's a hurt piece. You cannot replace that production on the field. I don't care who you try to get to replace him. There's nothing you can do to replace that. I was disappointed that he got hurt. I was devastated that he got hurt in a way because I was just like, yo, when I go against the Lions, I want to go against the best. Even though y'all did beat us, and y'all beat us for the first seed in the NFC in the conference. I did not like that Hutchinson got hurt. I'm gonna be honest. I did not like that. I have a lot of respect for him. And the Lions picked up Talik. Williams, the defensive tackle, and Zadarius Smith. I like Zadarius Smith. He used to play for the Vikings as well, probably coming back. Yes, Gage Hickle. Yes, you got a good team, man. If y'all stay healthy, y'all gonna be a good team. But I'm letting you know this right now. We're gonna beat the brakes off of y'all. Bro, the whole NFL world knows about commercial. Now they know Dak was a great pickup for a fourth round. Yeah, but right now you shouldn't have paid him that money. I think they should have moved on. If you're doing fantasy, I'll take who you guys won't have Addison. Yeah, so you're cooked. Yeah, we're gonna miss when it comes to Jordan Addison. He's suspended for the first 3 games of the NFL season. Isaac is going to be huge. Yep, I agree with that. You are going to lose. Hey, E-Dubs, keep that same energy, man. We're going to beat the brakes off of y'all, but keep that same energy. Vikings don't even know how good they're going to be because they don't know how good. Honestly, Mike, that's a good comment. But I could just go honestly. I could just go by my opinion and my gut. I feel like JJ's going to be all right. But like you said, you got to see him on the field in the regular season. So I agree with this comment. But he won every level. But I know NFL is a whole nother level. So you can be good in high school, you can be good in college, but can you be good in the NFL? How many players were very good in college and high school and college, and then when they get to the NFL, they weren't good. So I understand what you're saying, but I think he's going to be good, and I believe in JJ McCarthy. Who knows? I can catch up in the comments. Shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. Appreciate y'all. Child, that's so good. I've seen all the Broncos games because of him. McCarthy has promise, but it seems early. 10-7 this season seems like the Vikings ceiling, but could easily go. You know what's crazy? TD Detroit Pistons. I know you're a Lions fan when you say Pistons, right? I'm pretty sure you're Detroit everything, right? All right, so listen. I look at it like this. I'm not going with that narrative no more. I understand people be like, oh, young quarterbacks need like 3 years to get it together. Listen, that 2024 NFL draft, in my opinion, is one of the most talented NFL drafts in NFL history. Maybe I might be wrong, but I just seen 2 rookies take their team that had no business getting to the playoffs last year. Jaden Daniels got his team to the NFC Championship game as a rookie, y'all. As a rookie. Who had the Commanders realistically get into the playoffs? And not just get into the playoffs, get into the NFC Championship game and losing to the now champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. The only team that knocked them off was the Eagles. Imagine if Jaden Daniels would have got past the Eagles. Do we feel like the Chiefs would have beat the Commanders? We really don't know. Honestly, I don't know. As much as I have a lot of respect for Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid and the Chiefs and what they got, they're a more experienced team. The Super Bowl, anything can happen. And I know the favorites will be the Chiefs, but if the Commanders would have made it to the Super Bowl, they had a good chance of winning. Jaden Daniels inspired that whole team to play above maybe their level, and they definitely improved their talent. So I don't like giving the narrative around, oh well, these young quarterbacks can't come in the NFL. I'm not saying to rush them. If you're drafting a quarterback top 10, top 5, and they can't start sometime in the regular season, I'm not saying this is a fact. I just giving you my opinion because I know they did it with Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers and numerous other quarterbacks. They let quarterbacks wait. But if you're getting drafted that high, listen, bro, you got to start sometime in the season. Like sometime, just to get some experience. The best experience is getting on that field. I'm just keeping it real. You can't baby these quarterbacks and have them sit behind a veteran quarterback for 2 years and then you waste some of his rookie deal. And then if he turns out to be good for 2 years, then what happens? You got to pay him. And then you're not going to be able to pay everybody around him. The best way to win a Super Bowl most of the time is, unless you have an all-time great quarterback like Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady, and even Tom Brady took pay cuts throughout his career, but pay cuts, I don't know how much of the pay cuts he was taking, and I don't really know the details of his pay cuts, but y'all get what I'm saying. He took pay cuts to get talent around his whole team so he can win Super Bowls. But even Bo Nix with the Broncos, with Russell Wilson was not good with the Broncos not last year, but the year prior to that. And the Broncos somehow magically with Bo Nix was good enough to get to the playoffs as a rookie. So I'm just saying, I'm careful to be like, all right, well, these quarterbacks don't have no real experience. These quarterbacks just come out of college. They don't have a chance to being good at the next level. If they them dudes. You can't help it. You can't stop it, regardless if they are rookie or not. Yes, as you get more experience, you'll get better because you know more how the defenses are going to play you. That's obvious right there. But at the same time, I'm not going to underestimate these young quarterbacks, no more. Like even the young quarterbacks come out in this previous draft, 2025. When it comes to Jackson Dart, I think Jackson Dart from the Giants, right? I think he's going to be all right. People, listen, Russell Wilson better play good with the Giants because Jackson Dart, guess what? He going to take your job, brother. He going to take that starting quarterback job. If Russell Wilson comes in that game and he doesn't play well, listen, Jackson Dart starting for the Giants probably by week 5. Watch. If he better play good. And who else is another quarterback that I can't think off the top of my head, but y'all get where I'm coming from. Eagles trade for John Mitchell. Yeah, he's a speedster. Yup. Who y'all think the greatest safety of all time? All right, so I have a few off the top of my head. I'm going to just name one. I'm going to go Ed Reed. Broncos taking the lead by storm. Broncos going to be all right. I agree with that. Reggie Bush. Oh, yeah, Reggie Bush. Yeah, Reggie Bush, he was very good in college. I'm not gonna say he was a bust, but he wasn't like they was trying to make him seem like he started to be more like a gadget type running back because he looked too small for me. He wasn't really running over people. If the one thing about him, he was so fast that he could run around defenders, but he wasn't the type of dude that you put in the game like Adrian Peterson. He running over everybody. Like Reggie Bush in college was dominant, but in NFL he had some moments though. I will say he did have some moments. Yeah, Mike, you said this. I did not read your comment, Mike. See, that's why my name is Mike. Your name is Mike. Great minds think alike. You feel me? Shout out to Mike in the building. Shout out to Mike. He said Reggie Bush has some moments though. Facts. Right. Sean Taylor, my defensive GOAT. Man, my defensive GOAT of all time. I gotta think, man. I don't know where to go. Do I go corner? Do I go defensive tackle? Do I go edge rusher? Jared Allen? I don't know. Nobody knows about full season. Yes. Defense of Andrew Luck. Yeah, Andrew Luck. I like Ed Reed. Yep, Ed Reed's my guy. That's a good point. McCarthy goes first overall in years draft and weighted it. Yeah, Jaden outscored us. Yeah, Jaden Daniels is special. I think he's already a superstar in the game. I think Bo Nix is special. I think he's a star in the game. And I think Drake May look, that 2024 NFL draft, when I said that there's probably like 6 quarterbacks in that draft that can be very good, and then some of them are going to be superstars. Listen, until I'm proven wrong, I'm going to keep saying it. I think Caleb Williams is going to be solid. I think my boy J.J. McCarthy is going to be solid. I think J.J. Daniels is going to be solid. Listen, they got a lot of quarterbacks out of that draft, bro, that's going to be really, really good. Eddie Reed was a stud. That the Ravens defense was yes. Brady was taking major pay cuts because maybe, I don't know. That was the first time the Commanders made. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Yes, that's what I'm saying. The Commanders was the Commanders supposed to make it to the NFC Championship game with a rookie quarterback? That's why I try to not say, I can understand if the rookie quarterback is like a top 20 pick, maybe a low first round, a high second round, and you really don't think he's ready. Okay, but if you top 10, let me just say this, top 15 pick. Hey, listen, sometime in that year, there's a reason why you drafted a quarterback that high. That dude that you got playing, the guy that you got, that veteran that you got him sitting behind, guess what? He's not the future. So let your quarterback play sometime in that season to get some experience. Ed Reed, Sean Taylor, Brian Dawkins, John. Yes. Who do you think is the best team in the North? As a Viking fan, and I said this before, people going to not like me for this. Some Viking fans ain't going to like what I'm about to say. As a Viking fan, and I hope I'm wrong, I think the Vikings are going to be a playoff. I think there's going to be 3 teams coming out the North that's going to make the playoffs, like last playoffs. So we had the Lions go 15-2 last year. We had the Vikings go 14-3. I believe the Packers won 11 games or 10. I don't know if it's 10 or 11 games the Packers won last year, but I think there's going to be 3 teams coming out the North. I think the Bears are going to be much improved as well. We'll see what happens with the Bears. The NFC North division is up for grabs because I think the Lions are going to take a step back. But I love the Packers. I just think the Packers, Jordan Love, if he stays healthy with the talent they have on that team, I think the Packers might mess around and they might win a division. I don't know, man. I honestly have a big question mark. I want to say Vikings. I'm probably going to be saying Vikings because I'm a Viking fan. But I'm going to be honest with you. That division, the NFC North division, the AFC North and the NFC North are 2 of the best divisions in football, in my opinion. I think the AFC North is with the Browns, the Steelers, the Ravens, and the Bengals. If I'm not mistaken, please correct me if I'm wrong. But I think the Bengals are going to be good. I think the Steelers are going to be good. They got some good talent in that division. And then in the NFC North, we know the 3 that we know is going to be pretty solid / good. And then you got the Bears. I don't think the Bears are anything to sleep on as well. But that's a hard question to answer right now. I think Jackson Dart have a good season. Yeah, but he could. But the only problem though, Christopher, the only problem is Russell Wilson. We'll see what he does. The kid Gino is an awesome mentor. Yes. Okay, I got you, Travis. I see your comment. Everybody that's in the building, smash that like button, smash that like button, smash that like button. If you haven't already, consider subscribing to your bull. I go live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game this upcoming season with the scoreboard and everything. It's one YouTube family. Even if you're not a Viking fan, consider subscribing. We're just going to have a good time this whole entire season. We're going to have a party, but every single live stream. All I ask is just keep it respectful in the comments. We're going to talk that talk, but I'm letting you know right now. Be in the comments, talk trash, but I'm letting you know right now. If we play against your team, I don't care if you're an Eagles fan, Lions fan, Packers fan, any fan. We beating the brakes off your team. I'm letting you know this right now. It's all love, though. I don't want you getting so worked up. Oh, Mike hurt my feelings. He said he gonna beat the brakes. Man, I mean it though. Until I'm proven otherwise, I can give the smoke and I can dish the smoke and I can take the smoke as well. So shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. Hopefully you're having fun on this live stream. We're just having a discussion over here. Packers are better than the Bears. Okay, I think that the North strong Lions. Yeah. And I have them ranked this year. Yup. Okay. We'll see what happens. They traded overall. I'm taking the Bears. I'm kind of behind in the comments a little bit, but I'm trying to catch up. Shout out to everybody in the building. I don't believe that TD Detroit Pistons. You got the Packers 12-5, the Vikings 9-8, the Bears 8-9, and the Lions 13-4. Hey, listen, stop the cap. Hey, my brother, TD Detroit Pistons, my brother from another mother. That's my brother right there. I'm going to call you my brother, Pistons. All y'all my brothers in here. But I'm talking specifically to TD Detroit Pistons. Hey, my brother, I appreciate you in that comment. But at the same time, I don't appreciate you that you got us third in that division, brother. I don't appreciate that, my brother. I know you a Lions fan, because so you got the Lions number one. Typical Lions fan. And I'm going to tell you this right now. All you Lion fans that's in the building, we're going to beat the brakes off of y'all. Ain't going to be no brakes. Y'all going to be looking around like, dang, man, I should have known J.J. McCarthy was going to do this to us. He played for Michigan and won a championship. Now he won the NFC North championship. And now the Vikings on the road to win their first Super Bowl. Yeah, y'all, listen, I can't wait. I don't know if I want Love or Caleb Williams, though, but I think Love is a very good quarterback. Right now, I'm choosing Love over Caleb right now because Love accomplished a little bit more than Caleb, but they're both good quarterbacks in my eyes. I like Caleb a lot. Golden going to be the guy for Green. Yes, I like Golden, Travis. I like Golden. What's going on, Dom? What's going on? Yes, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Talk that talk. Let's go. Watch out for the Jag. Yeah, the Jag's going to be all right. I'm cheering for your guy. I'm cheering for Travis Hunter, man. I'm not a Jags fan, but I'm cheering for Travis Hunter, specifically him. And I'm going to tell you why. Because any player that comes out of college that says they want to play two positions and they want to actually be at the very top of their game playing both. Listen, I'm hoping the best for him. I think he needs to pick one of the up. This is how I look at it. Which one you want to get paid the most? Because at the end of the day, football careers are short. At the very most, depending on if you're an all-time great, you're going to have 10-plus seasons. But typically, an NFL career is not that long. So if I was him, I would choose what position pays more. Is it defensive backs or is it wide receivers? And then you got to take into consideration which one am I better at the next level. So he's going to have to determine that for himself, his wife, his family, his mother, his father, the team, whatever, like owner, whatever. But my whole thing is I would try to make the most money as possible with one position, because that's a lot of wear and tear on your body going from wide receiver to cornerback to wide receiver. How your body going to maintain good health? I'm not saying the man going to get injured. I am cheering for Travis Hunter. But how you going to listen? We'll see what happens. But I am cheering for him. Vikings winning Super Bowl this year. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's go to the bowl. Let's get it. Can I get one more? Can I get 2 more likes? Get 20 likes on the stream. The Bears had the 5 losses. Can easily spot one. Yeah. Hey, Mike, what's up, North? Shout out to you, bro. I think the Lions are 11-12 wins. Yeah. Okay. They also underrate the Vikings, and yet we always beat expectations. But on top of that, like last year, I'm gonna be honest with you. As a Viking fan, I'm gonna keep it real. Hey, listen, 9 plus 10 equals 11. I mean 21. Hey, listen. In my honest opinion, my perspective, my honest mindset about last year. I didn't think we was gonna win the 14 games. Hey, listen, as a Viking fan, I don't care. You could be the most hyped up, delusional Viking fan, because I am a delusional Viking fan. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a delusional Viking fan. I always will be. I'm riding with the purple and gold for the rest of my life. It is what it is. I don't care. We can go 7. We can go 0-17. We win in the Super Bowl the following year. I don't care. That's just how I'm wired right now. I'm realistic for the most part, but listen, I'm rocking with the purple and gold. But nobody thought that the Vikings were gonna be 14-3. We definitely went way above expectations from even a lot of Viking fans, even the biggest Viking fans in the world. Like, I don't care what state you from. If you're a Viking fan, hey, listen, I don't think you thought that we was going to win 14 games last year. I don't think we're going to win 14 games this year, but I think we have a better overall team. I think our team is built better for a playoff, a true playoff run, meaning we get to the playoffs and we not losing the wild card. We get to the playoffs and we get to the Super Bowl and win it. I look at it like that. I just want to be healthy. As long as the Vikings get to the playoffs, I'm cool. But if we do get the first seed in the NFC, have home field throughout, I'll be happy as well. But it's not the end all be all when it comes to that, because we've seen the Lions go 15-2 and they weren't healthy. And guess what happened? They got booted out of the playoffs the first round. And I'm just being honest. I'm not trying to come at the Lion fans. But it's good to have home field. But if your whole team, your whole defense is hurt, you're not getting out. Because I always look at it like this. I know offense sells the tickets a lot of the times, but in my opinion, still to this day, defense wins championships. And their whole defense was demolished last year. The hard part is the Vikings are Lions defense coach and more experienced quarterback, and we've improved. Yes, I think so too, Gabe. Travis Guy, what's going on? Lions going to miss Ben Johnson 100%. Yeah. Nah, Travis, they will be fine. Yeah, listen, Travis Hunter to me is a great talent. My only problem with him right now is not a problem. My only concern, if it is a concern, is how is his body going to stay? Like, I don't know. That's a lot. The NFL is not college, man. The NFL is not high school. So these are grown men. These dudes are grown. They professional. This is the best of the best. I got to put respect on NFL talent. This is not college. This is not college. These dudes are the best of the best in the world at this sport. So I'm not saying the man can't do it, because I'm not going to be like that. I'll never doubt someone and say he can't do it. I'm just going to say it's going to be hard for him to do it. And I just hope that he has a great long career. Great long career. You know what I mean? And I'm cheering for Travis Hunter, though. I really am. And it was amazing to see the Jaguars trade up. What was the 3rd overall pick? It was amazing to see the Jaguars trade all the way up to go get him, knowing they needed a wide receiver, knowing that they needed that corner. They wanted that young shutdown corner like him. So I got a lot of respect for what the Jags did. But at the same time, yeah. It's a lot. Shout out to everybody in the building. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. It's definitely going down. I'm reading the comments right now. Travis Hunter going to be major bills. No, I don't think so. You think he's going to be 100% agree with defense? Yeah, I feel like that Pistons, and I'm a Sixer fan. I'm Philly everything besides football, professional football. I'm a Viking fan because of Randy Moss. And if anybody is interested, I have another YouTube channel where I cover basketball and baseball and boxing. I'm going to put it in the comments if you want to go look it up, and consider subscribing, man, because we're going to go live for a lot of games. And I know that the Sixers are going to go against the Pistons, and we're going to beat the brakes off the Pistons. I'm going to tell you that right now. We're going to beat the brakes off the Pistons. I can't wait to go against them. I just hope Joel Embiid can stay healthy for once, and Paul George. But that's another story for another day. Mike Sports Vibes Ballin'. Go subscribe to this channel if you're into basketball. Mike Sports Vibes Ballin'. If you're into basketball, boxing, baseball, that's my other YouTube channel. I got 2 YouTube channels. This is my football channel. My other channel is it's a little bit of a mixed bag over there. But shout out to all the people that's in the building. So we got Go Texans. Everybody in the building, hit that like button, hit that like button if you haven't already. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I think Genty will have the best rookie year of all rookies. That's a good question. That's a good comment. Jaguars are a failure franchise. They might do something this year. Who knows? Year to year, everybody's 0-0. The teams that you think is going to be good this year are the teams that might end up being bad. What if the Eagles take a step back? What if the Eagles take a step back? What if the what's another team that made the playoffs? What if the Chiefs take a step back? And then there's going to be teams that possibly might actually, like for instance, I'm just putting it out there, y'all. Don't come at me in the comments. What if the Panthers make the playoffs? What if the Raiders make the playoffs? I'm just saying, like, every year is different. 0-0. You start the season 0-0. You do have expectations. You do see, like, there's certain teams got great quarterbacks like Patrick Mahomes and all that, and Josh Allen. They're going to do something, but they might take a step back. You never know. I'm a Ravens fan, but I respect the Vikings, bro. I hope your team does well. Oh, thank you, Robert. Appreciate you. But I like Genty. I had a question in my last live stream. I said, do you think that Saquon Barkley is going to lead the league in rushing? Who's going to lead the league in rushing this year? I think a rookie is. And I'm going to be honest with you. I can see Genty leading the league in rushing. Or I can see Lamar Jackson. I want to see a rookie lead the league, man. I want the running backs to change the game like they used to, like, they used to get so much more love. They're getting love now because there was 2 picks in the first round that were first round picks. I like Amari. Yes, I just read it. Amari Hampton. Yes, Amari Hampton with the Chargers. Oh, I love it. I love Amari. And that's one of the reasons why I like the Chargers. They're going to establish that run game, hopefully. The one thing about the Chargers, one of my favorite running backs of all time is LaDainian Tomlinson. LaDainian Tomlinson is one of my favorite running backs of all time. And I think that the Chargers need to get another potential great running back in Amari Hampton. I like Amari Hampton a lot. It's going to be between them two, in my opinion. Hunter, my boy Nurfi said Hunter wasn't the best corner and definitely wasn't the best wide receiver in the draft. Oh, heck no. No. People are going to say that. People are going to probably say when it comes to the corner. But I think we're going to see. I always say this, man. We judge them by the talent that they go. We're judging these players on the talent that's in college. We're going to really judge their true talent against the top talent coming up real soon because they just got drafted. So you don't know how good these dudes are going to be. Like I said, there's plenty of players throughout the history of college that were Heisman winners, that were all-time great in college. They come to the dang on NFL and they don't know how to play. Well, I'm not saying they don't know how to play, but they're just not that good. So we're going to really see. I try my hardest. Like, yes, you got to judge them by the talent that they go against, but at the same time, be a little bit patient, like especially when it comes to like the running backs and the corners, because you just don't know. Sometimes it honestly does take a couple of years sometimes for them to be real dominant and learn the game. Because imagine you being a cornerback getting drafted and you're going against Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase your first games. Like, I don't know if that's going to be good. And supposedly you're the top cornerback on your team. Hey, listen, I don't care how good you are in college. You're getting cooked. You're getting cooked. I don't care. You're going to have safety help. You're going to have a lot of safety help. You might have to have 2 safeties. Listen, I don't know what you're going to do. Good luck. That's all I'm going to say. Good luck of trying to stop JJ and Jamar Chase coming straight out of college, and you so-called the best cornerback coming out that draft. You getting cooked. I don't care. Listen, I don't care. I don't care who you are. If Embiid plays 50 games, I'd be astonished if he plays 1 game. That's even worse, because I don't know if the man's gonna ever play. I don't know. Hopefully, I'm wrong. Shout out to everybody in the Philippines, Minnesota Vikings. Greetings from. Oh my gosh, we got the Philippines in the building. Shout out to the Philippines in the building, man. Let's go. Let's go to the bowl. I need 8 more likes. Can I get 8 more likes on the stream? And hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. The Bucks are going to be tough deal. Yes, the Bucks are the real deal. Yes, the Buccaneers are a solid team. I like Baker Mayfield as a Bears fan, and they got a talented defense. As a Bears fan, I wish the Vikings best of luck. NFC North would be fun. Yes, it's gonna be a fun division, NFC North. And I invite everybody, even if you're not a Viking fan, to subscribe to this channel. When we go against your team, be in the live stream, talk trash. Just keep it respectful. We're gonna have a lot of fun this season, man. This is one YouTube family over here. Now let me get back to the comments over here. This should be a good year of football. Yeah, this is going to be a very entertaining year of football. I think that 2024 NFL. I know I keep going back to that 2024 NFL draft, but I'm probably saying that because I really feel like them quarterbacks coming out that draft are just special. I really feel like that. And I'm not just saying that because JJ McCarthy is on my team, because I said Drake May could be good. I said a lot of other quarterbacks can be good. So it's not even just because of JJ McCarthy. I really feel like that draft was that. I really feel like that draft was all that in a bag of chips. That's just my honest opinion. Unless you're yes, it's the best. Yeah, yes. Pat Surtain, yes, is a beast. Yes. Look at some college football players that just stink every year in the NFL have the Jalen mind. Yes, we'll get far. Yes, Jalen Hurts. You know what's crazy about Jalen? I think you're talking about Jalen Hurts. When he was on Alabama and he transferred to Oklahoma and got drafted by the Eagles in the second round, I believe. I was so salty when that happened, yo. I wanted him to be a Viking. I wanted the Vikings to draft Jalen Hurts. I'm not even gonna sit here and cap. I'm not capping when I say that. I used to tell Eagle fans, I said, they was like, why we drafted a quarterback that can't throw the ball with accuracy? I'm like, man, this man got leadership. This man going to work on his game. This man going to get better every year. Watch and see. But one of the Eagle fans was the same person that said that Justin Jefferson wasn't going to be a good wide receiver. So, I mean, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. You never know what's going to happen. But I don't just go against a player just because they're on a different team. I actually like to watch it for myself and see for myself. That's like saying such and such is he's a bad person, but you don't know for yourself. You just going by somebody's word, and that person might be a good person. You just never know. You got to you got to see what their energy is all about. You don't just go by what someone else says. So it's the same thing with sports, man. You got to really see what's up, man. Instead of going by what everybody else says. If one person says such and such isn't a good player, let me look for myself and see for myself. That's why I be trying to tell people, don't be a follower of what social media tells you. Like when ESPN be saying such and such is this guy, that guy, he's going to be good. Hey, listen, look for yourself and see if that person really that dude. You know what I mean? I seen a comment about Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers is going to be a good young wide receiver. Hence, Denver going to be about 300 touches this year too. He could be up. Yeah, if he stays healthy. Facts. Health is very important. Don't have a few years though. Lifespan depend if they're great. If they're great, they can have a long career. And I'm not saying that there's no great running backs that didn't have a short career. But when you talk about Emmitt Smith, when you talk about Adrian Peterson, Barry Sanders, they played more than 3 to 4 seasons. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like Barry Sanders probably the best running back of all time. And people are going to probably disagree. Oh, well, Barry Sanders never won a Super Bowl. But look at what the team he had around him, bro. If you put Barry Sanders, and I hate doing this, man. But people be making me want to say stuff like this because it's just like they be trying to, look, and this is coming from a Viking fan perspective, yo. And I know he's a Lions, Barry Sanders, but I got to put respect. I got to give him respect. Barry Sanders, if you put him behind that offensive line that Emmitt Smith had, what do you think would have happened? I'm just saying. I'm not taking up from Emmitt Smith. I'm just hypothetically speaking. That's why I'm careful what I say when it comes to, oh, this player ain't this and this player ain't that. Everybody got their own opinion, but you got to have full context of who was on that team. Certain players make other players better. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. I ain't taking nothing from them, bull. I'm just saying. Yeah, bro. Look at some of the college. Yup. I read that. Luckily, the Ravens aren't facing y'all. Hey, listen. We are playing the Ravens, Robert, and we're gonna beat the brace off the Ravens. I think we do play the Ravens. We beating the brace off the Ravens this year, Robert. Get your popcorn ready and make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I will be live for that game, and when we go against your Ravens, we're beating the brakes off of y'all. Can I get 7 more likes in the live stream? Can I get 7 more likes? Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. We're going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game except for week 2 because I'm actually going to that game. I think hold on, I'm catching up in the comments. Let me catch up in the comments a little bit. I'm skipping some comments. My bad, y'all. All right, so I think the Lions have the best safeties in the league right now. The only place I worry about the Lions defense is linebackers. Okay. There's some days we would get whichever year makes me. Yep, facts, Dom. Best secondary in the league is the Ravens. They got a good secondary. Okay. I don't know. Denver was a great secondary now. Yeah, Denver's pretty good too. what you think about Lamar Jackson, bro. You know I get that question every single live stream. That's like the most popular question that I get. You know, it's so crazy. There's a lot of Lamar Jackson supporters, which I am as well, because I didn't like how they was coming at that man out of college. They said he was a running back or a wide receiver, but he's one. But I think one of the years he passed for the most touchdown passes. But let me just say my honest opinion about Lamar. Um, when it comes to talent, you can't really name too many quarterbacks more talented than him. When it comes to being a dual threat talented quarterback, I think he got 2 MVPs now. There's a reason for that. A player that can really take over the game by himself. A player that is very, very intelligent with his throws. Doesn't throw many interceptions. He's a very good quarterback. The thing about Lamar Jackson at this point of his career is it's not about MVPs. It's not about personal accolades. For him, it's about that team accolade, and the team accolade is winning the Super Bowl. That is the most important thing that he can do right now is win the Super Bowl. Lamar Jackson has to get above Patrick Mahomes somehow. He has to get above Josh Allen, Joe Burrow. He has to fight through that AFC to get to the Super Bowl. Lamar Jackson, it don't matter about the having the best record in the AFC if you don't go to the Super Bowl and win it. You know what I mean? Right now, that's where we're at when it comes to Lamar Jackson. Super Bowls are bust at this point. But ultimately, he's a very, very, very good quarterback. And I got a lot of respect for Lamar Jackson, but he still has to win the game of games, and that's the Super Bowl. So we'll see what happens, but I'm letting you know right now, the Vikings are going to the Super Bowl this year. And if we play the Ravens, sorry, Lamar Jackson, this ain't your year, brother. It's the mighty Minnesota Vikings year, brother. It's the mighty Minnesota Vikings year, brother. This is the Vikings. Listen, this is the Vikings year, y'all. We're gonna speak it into existence, y'all. We're gonna speak it into existence, y'all. Shout out to everybody in the building. Make sure you double tap hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. All right, so what's going on? What else is going on in the comments? We got. Hold on. I know someone ain't trash talking. Hold on now. We talking trash? Hold on now. Hold on. The Eagles are winning the bowl again, my friend. Hey, Philly first. Hey, listen, bro. I don't agree with that. What's going on, J Bro? What's good, bro? Go to the bowl. Go to the bowl. Go to the bowl. Go to the bowl. And go all the way to the bowl. That's how we doing things right now. Go to the bowl. And shout out to everybody in the building. If you see the Viking autograph frame Peterson signed autograph jersey, that's my prized possession. I got Sixer stuff over here. I got Philly stuff over there. So I am a Viking fan from Pennsylvania. On this channel, we cover football. It's Philly, everything besides football. But on my other channel, I cover the Phillies. I cover the Sixers. And the other channel, if you're interested in basketball, baseball, and boxing, I'm gonna put it in the chat again. It's Mike Sports Vibes Ballin'. If you're interested, go check out that channel. Go subscribe to that channel. Salute to each and every one of y'all. It's two L's. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. But yeah, let's go to the bowl. All right, so what's your opinion on Aaron Rodgers going to? I think that was a good move. I think Pittsburgh gonna be all right this year. To be honest with you, I think Mike Tomlin. I got a soft spot for Mike Tomlin. If you're a Viking fan, you know why. Because Mike Tomlin used to be the defensive coordinator of the Minnesota Vikings. I wish Mike Tomlin, honestly, listen, before we got KOC, I wish Mike Tomlin would have been our head coach. I'm just keeping it real with you. I really do. I like the way he coaches. I like the way he don't play that nonsense. Listen, I like Mike Tomlin. I love the way he coaches. I think Aaron Rodgers with a good defense behind him. I'm not sure about the Steelers when it comes to their offensive line. But we're going to see. I think the Steelers might be good in that division. I think the Steelers going to be all right. That division is stacked, but it's going to be very hard for them. I see Sarah in a bit. I'm going to read your comments shortly. Steelers or quarterback return. But the Steelers made a mistake. Who's their quarterback after Aaron Rodgers? Aaron Rodgers is 40-something years old. You can't keep on. What, you going to sign Aaron Rodgers to another year? Like this is a 1 year and call it a day and get your franchise quarterback. But you're trying to win a Super Bowl, so you're going to be drafting probably in the 20s or the 30s, depending on how far y'all get in the playoffs. So how you going to get a top pick? unless you trade up. I mean, unless you get rid of future first round picks to trade up. But who's their second string quarterback? I don't even know. So Steelers fans are gonna have to tell me that. I'm a Viking fan, so I don't know about their second string quarterback. So but yeah, uh, skull to the bow, skull. Wow, Brad Holmes is GM at the level of Howie now because he drafted two. Say, yeah. Jay Bird, are you going to Vikings versus Eagles game? Oh no, I'm not going to that game. I'm going to the Falcons game. I'm going to the Vikings versus Falcons week 2, the first home game. I will be in the building. I won't be live for that game because I'm going to be in the building and I'm going to get shut down. This YouTube channel is going to be copyrighted if I videotape that. So after the game, I'm gonna have like the reaction of some of the fans possibly. But to be honest with you, I might not be live until I probably get back home. To be honest with you, but yeah, I'm not gonna be live for that game. But every other game for that, I will be live with the scoreboard and everything. So shout out to everybody in the building. Don't forget to hit the like button on your way in and on your way out if you haven't. All right, so we got. I've been a Viking fan ever since Moss rookie year. Shout out to the Bakerfield, California. You know what's crazy? There's this famous YouTuber from Bakersfield, man. So he from Bakersfield, Randy Moss. Shout out to Bakersfield, California, man. That's crazy. Yeah. When it comes to Randy Moss, I was just talking about earlier, Deion Sanders. What did Deion Sanders say about Randy Moss, y'all? Let me just say it. Let me give y'all repeat myself a little bit, but he said freak of nature. He said Moss will have defensive coordinators pretty much going bald. He also said there was no way to defend this guy. He said he also noted that Moss has great hands and the ability to run every route, but emphasized his specialty was the deep ball, which we all know that. You can't stop it. So why are we gonna stop doing it? Why would I stop doing something that's beating everybody? And then he said he highlighted Moss's incredible speed and ability to outrun defenders. And I'm talking about Deion Sanders talking about Randy Moss. So Deion Sanders is debatably the best cornerback of all time. And Randy Moss, to me, is the best wide receiver of all time. And I mean that in no disrespect. I'm just keeping it around. That's my guy. It is what it is. Randy Moss all day, every day. Let's go. And it is what it is. But yeah, man, I think Deion Sanders, and this happened in an interview on NFL Network in 2019. So I'm talking about something that happened in 2019 when Deion Sanders was talking about Randy Moss, and Randy Moss and Deion Sanders are like really close. They're really good friends. So yeah, man, that's pretty cool to hear about like corners that used to play against Randy Moss. You know, I would love to hear more cornerbacks, like all-time great, like Revis, like all-time great cornerbacks. I'm not sure when Revis did Revis go against Randy Moss a lot of the times. I don't know if he did. How many times did they go head to head against? I don't know, but I would love to hear some of the all-time cornerbacks talk about some of the all-time wide receivers. Like for instance, how did an all-time cornerback go against Calvin Johnson in his prime? Go against Larry Fitzgerald in his prime? Go against Terrell Owens in his prime? I would love to hear stories. They need to add that in the NFL. NFL Network should have defensive backs saying good things about wide receivers, and the other way around. Wide receivers talking about great defensive backs and great safeties. I think that would make it so much better, man. Like they don't really talk about that as much. That should be like a discussion. There's so many great players that are in the Hall of Fame that retire. And I love learning about NFL history. Like talk about some of the people that are like way like a long time ago. Talk about the times when it was the Purple People Eaters, when it was the Iron Curtain, when some of the great all-time defenses. Talk about that type of stuff, man. I'm pretty sure a lot of people will be interested in that. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Oh, yeah, I don't want to talk about that. Hey, yeah, I'm not talking about that. Sarah, anybody that talks about that, I'm respectfully, no disrespect, I'm not talking about that. I'm only talking about the players that's on the football field. So anybody that wants to talk about that, I'm not talking about that. Skullfest, shout out to, yeah, I can't wait till Skullfest. I'm not talking about that. Let's talk about what's on the football field. All that other stuff, I'm not talking about that. And I said this, I'm going to keep saying it. I know people want, I know, and I can't, and this is another reason why. Someone made a comment on one of my videos. They was like, I can't wait until the regular season because I'm tired of everybody talking about this. I'm not talking about it. That's why I'm not saying the words that people probably want me to say. I'm not saying it. I'm not bringing it up. I'm not saying anything about it. I'm not. Oh no, Mike Moss was okay. Not like saying pay NBA players more than come on face round. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna be a Vikings fan versus Eagles game. I'm gonna try to start to go to the bowl champ. Hey, listen, no. The Eagles go to Minneapolis, bro. Jay Bird. It's not in Philly. The Eagles play us at US Bank Stadium. It's not in Philly, bro. You're going to be good if you start a skull chant up in there. You good. And even in Philly, listen, next time the Vikings play the Eagles in Philly, I'm in the building. I'm in the building. I'm bringing some of my people. The problem is all my family members are Eagle fans. That's the only problem. They either Steeler fans or Eagle fans. I'm in Eagle territory, so it is what it is. But I'm having my Viking jersey on, and I'm gonna be proud wearing that. I don't know what jersey I'm gonna bring. I might mess around and wear not Randy Moss. I'll probably bring like I don't know. But your top 5 Viking wide receivers all the time, man. I had a discussion about this the other day. Oh man. All right, so I'll give you my favorite is Randy Moss. Y'all know that, right? It's so many. Where do I even start? All right, so Randy number 1, Chris Carter number 2, and I know this I know there's other all-time great wide receivers. I mean this with no disrespect to all the greats that played in Minnesota Viking history. Respectfully, Justin Jefferson's number 3 for me, bro. For me, just my opinion. Respectfully, there's other wide receivers. I like Bernard Berry. People probably don't even know who that is, man. They probably don't even think about Bernard Berry. I like Bernard Berry. I don't know if I can put him above Adam Thielen. I don't know if I can put him above Stephon Diggs, but I love Stephon Diggs. I love Adam Thielen. I don't know, man. The last 2 is hard. The last 3 is hard for me. I'm going to keep going, man. I don't know. So for me, it's probably going to be for best Viking wide receivers of all time, for me, just my opinion. And I'll change this order maybe. But it goes Randy Moss, Chris Carter, Justin Jefferson. Would I be crazy if I put Adam Thielen up there, y'all? Would I be crazy putting Adam Thielen number 4? I'm putting Adam Thielen number 4. It is what it is. And Stephon Diggs number 5. It is what it is. People ain't gonna like, and I got Bernard Berry in somewhere. Percy Harvin is another one. Sharon, I seen the comment, Percy Harvin, but I can't put him above Adam Thielen. I couldn't put him above Stephon Diggs. If I'm just talking about pure wide receiver, Percy Harvin, in my opinion, was not better than Stephon Diggs as a pure wide receiver. As much as I love Percy Harvin, he's so explosive. But as a pure wide receiver, I can't. Sidney Rice ain't up there with my boy Jefferson. He ain't up there with Adam Thielen. He ain't up there with. I love Sidney Rice, but when Sidney Rice was good with Brett Favre. When he got that injury, he was never the same. Sidney Rice was a beast. Listen, I don't know what was it, a hip injury, a leg. I don't know what it was. It was something crazy. But shout out to everybody in the video. Make sure you double tap that screen, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We're going live for absolutely every single game this upcoming season, y'all. Every single game with the scoreboard and everything. Get your popcorn ready. Get your lemon pepper wings ready. Get your garlic parmesan wings ready. Get everything ready. Barbecue honey wings ready. Get your extra buttery movie theater popcorn ready. Get everything ready, man. It's gonna be a party, and everybody's welcome on this YouTube channel. I always say sports are designed to bring us all together, not separate us. And even if you're not a Viking fan, consider subscribing if you want to. If you're enjoying the vibes, consider subscribing. But I'm letting you know this right now. Whatever team that you cheer for, and you come on the live stream, and we going against your team, and you talk trash, I promise you, if you able to talk that talk, you better be able to take that talk. Can I talk that talk, ladies and gentlemen? If that makes any sense. If that makes any sense to y'all. So you just named it. Nah, I named some of the ones I respect. That's good for me. Yeah, Percy Harvin. Definitely Percy Harvin is that guy, though. I remember Percy Harvin. Yeah. Percy Harvin was that guy. I believe it was one of the biggest reasons why the Seahawks won that Super Bowl, right? Didn't Percy Harvin return a punt to the house in the Super Bowl? I believe, wasn't he a reason why the Seahawks won one of their Super Bowls? Excuse me. Where do you rank Moss all time? I got him number one. Hey, and this is no disrespect to Jerry Rice and all the other ones. I'm just going by my perspective and my opinion. Every time I say Randy Moss is the greatest wide receiver of all time, people get so worked up. And the only reason why I say this, and I don't like comparing, I don't like saying this, but I always say have full context of what, like the reason why I got him number one. Because when I say, oh, Jerry Rice is a million times better than Randy Moss, you don't know football, you don't watch football, you should stop talking about football. Respectfully, I'm gonna keep talking about football, and this is just my opinion. I can have an opinion, and the only reason why I say Randy Moss is the best because I witnessed it. I didn't get to really watch Jerry Rice. I did watch his highlights, especially when he was with the 49ers. He was an amazing, amazing, amazing talent. But when I think of Randy Moss, when you talk about Moss and somebody, when you talk about the deep threat, the deep ball, I don't think there was ever a wide receiver that had that much athleticism, that much, what was he, 6'5", 6'6". He puts his hand up, it's over for you. Deion Sanders was even saying he changed the game. Deion Sanders even said he was on, you couldn't really stop him. That's coming from debatably the best cornerback. Randy Moss didn't have Tom Brady for 15 years like Jerry, and I hate saying it, but I'm just making my point, right? Jerry Rice for 15 seasons had Joe Montana and Steve Young throwing him the ball. 15 seasons. Look, I love Culpepper. I love all the other quarterbacks that threw him the ball, most of them that was with the Vikings, but at the end of the day, none of them are in the same category of Tom Brady. And Tom Brady, when he finally did go to the Patriots, did you see the numbers that he was putting up? Did you see the numbers that Tom Brady and Randy Moss was putting up every single game? It was a show. Do y'all remember those years? I know they lost in the Super Bowl against the Giants. I understand. But it was a show. It was a show. If you had Randy Moss with the Patriots his whole career, which I'm glad he wasn't, because I wouldn't even be a Viking. I'd probably be. Listen, Randy Moss made me into a Viking fan. Randy Moss made me love football. So I probably would have been a Steelers fan or Eagle fan because I'm from Pennsylvania, right? But since I seen Randy Moss, I was a Viking fan ever since then. And I'm a proud Viking fan. But if Randy Moss, hypothetically speaking, played for the Patriots for most of his career, his stats, I'm not going to say it would be above. I'm not saying that would be above Jerry Rice's stats, but it'll be definitely close. And it probably would be above. I'm going to just keep it real. You talk about the numbers that Tom Brady was putting up with Randy Moss. It was a different story, man. Hey, listen, people can agree to disagree. I got Randy Moss as my number one. And I see Tara Owens in the chat. I got him number one too. Oh, wow, that's cool. That's cool. I'm not worked up, but Rice is definitely more. Yeah, no. But some people do get worked up. I'm not saying you specifically. I'm talking about some people really get worked up and be like, oh, they start throwing shots. I could take it, though. I got thick skin. Oh, you don't know nothing about football, bro. It's just like, I'm like, man, I can't have an opinion and think Randy Moss is the best. Like, it is what it is. No matter what you say, it's not going to change my opinion on why I think Randy Moss is the best. Randy Moss, to me, is the best wide receiver of all time. You know what I mean? And if you watch, and I'm not saying, and I didn't get to watch Jerry Rice in his prime. And even if I did, I think I still would say the same thing. I'm just saying, that 07 season with yes, the same way Brady is the best. Even if he isn't the most talented, he just did so good for so long. Yes, that is true. That is true. But the thing about Jerry is he literally had Joe. I don't know if people understand how good Steve Young and Joe Montana was, but them dudes was on another level, bro. He had two Hall of Fame quarterbacks throwing him the ball, bro, for 15 seasons straight, bro. I think 15 seasons straight. Look up the numbers, y'all. I'm not making this up. And I'm not trying to take nothing from Jerry Rice. I'm not trying to. I'm just saying, give every great wide receiver, and I know you can't do this, give every great wide receiver a Hall of Fame quarterback to throw him the ball, and I promise you their numbers will be a lot better than what they are. They're great, but listen, you look at Jerry Rice's statistics, it's night and day. When you look at the touchdowns, it's night and day. When you look at the yards, it's night and day. When it comes and comparing to any wide receiver stats, all I'm saying is if you was to have Tom Brady throw the ball to Randy Moss for at least, I even say 10 years, I say 11 years, the stats will be so much different. And people would actually have a debate because most people are going to say Jerry Rice because when you look at the stats statistically, and he's an all-time great, Jerry Rice. I'm not taking nothing away from his talent and all that. Great leader on that field. He was amazing. But for me, I just got Randy Moss. That's all. I got Randy Moss. It is what it is. Nothing against Jerry. Moss is top 5, definitely. Yes, definitely. If he's not in your top 5, I just feel like people will just be hating. Honestly, you don't gotta have him number 1, but if he ain't in your top 5, you just hating, bro. Let's keep it all the way real. You just hating on a brother. I was a San Francisco fan as a kid because of those two. Wow. And another thing, I was talking about Steve Young. Like Steve Young for me, I'm not taking nothing away from Joe Montana. Joe Montana is all-time great, but Steve Young, man, he was a different level of he was a true dual threat quarterback, man. If you look at listen, when y'all get a chance, when you get off this live stream, right? Look up Steve Young, his longest runs of his career. Look him up. Look him up. Steve Young. Oh my goodness, man. Look him up. That man was a true dual threat quarterback with a big arm. Super talented, would scramble and by time throw it down the field, run all the way to for a touchdown. Don't forget about Jerry playing in an era with no salary cap. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Now that is true. His Randy Moss was on cover of Sega Dreamcast 2K1. Yeah. I was a San Francisco. Jerry Rice admitted to using his whole career. Oh, so he's this. No. I can't do that, Sharon. I understand what you say. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I gotta look it up for myself, but I get what you're saying, though. I get what you're saying. But did y'all ever see a wide receiver catch the ball like Randy Moss? One-handed catches, he just mossed you. He just puts his hand up like this. That's what Jerry Rice said. He put his hand up like this, y'all, and he said, I mossed him. And then he just got mossed. There's nothing you can do. You're done. If he puts his hand up and he's running a route, you're done. Because usually when he puts his hand up, he got you by a step or two. Usually when Randy Moss puts his hand up when he's running his route, whatever he's doing, fly, slant, whatever it is, he puts his hand up, it's over for you. If that quarterback can't get the ball to him, that's on the quarterback. That's not on Randy Moss. That's not on Randy. That's on the quarterback most of the time. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Don't forget about Jerry. Everyone else played in the era too, though. Yet they weren't Rice. That's true. Rice was one of one. Listen, Mike. I'm not gonna say I'm like, yo, Rice is no close to Randy Moss because Rice is that guy statistically and talent wise. He's definitely that guy. I'm not taking none away from Rice and his accomplishments. I'm not, but I will say, respectfully speaking, I just think Randy Moss was the best wide receiver. I mean, some people have Terrell Owens as the best wide receiver. Some people have Larry Fitzgerald as the best wide receiver. I mean, everybody got their own opinion, but I just feel like, nah. Of course, they had the best line. All you had is money to pay with every team. Yeah, the gloves these days are basically so they're not much difference. Mike, other teams didn't have the money. San Francisco or Dallas had. Okay, that's true. Yet Dallas has their Jerry Rice. How do you think the Vikings will be realistically this season? I think we're gonna win. All right, so my honest opinion, realistically speaking, because I'm a delusional Viking fan. I'm a delusional Viking fan. I'm a proud delusional Viking fan, and it is what it is. Because I got us winning the Super Bowl. This year, y'all. Respectfully for all the other teams out here, I got us winning the Super Bowl. But I feel like I'm gonna say 11 to 13 wins. 11-13 win season. 11-13 wins this year. I mean, 11-13 wins this year. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. You know what I mean? That's how I feel. I don't know about other Viking fans. I'm just speaking for myself. I don't know about everybody else and their opinions. I'm just talking about my opinion. Mike Sports Vibes opinion. My opinion. They're going to win between 11 and 13 games. But regardless of them having a better record than last year, I think we have a better overall team. A better overall team. They have CD Lamb and George Pickens. Mike, yeah. Okay. I'm not sure if you're talking to me or you're talking about the Mike that's talking in the comments. I see realistic. Okay, I said realistic. Yeah, realistic, smooth life. Realistic. But that is realistic though. 11 to 13 games, in my opinion, is a realistic opinion. I'm not just talking. I'm not saying they're going 17-0, even though I did say they was going 17-0. But I was just joking when I say that. Realistically, they're not winning 17 games. No, it's not happening. I don't see that happening. I don't see that happening. But shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. Appreciate you vibing with me. Everybody that's in the building, super smash that, super Hawk smash, Superman punch that like button. What else? Thor hammer smash that like button. Green Lantern smash that like button. And make sure you hit that subscribe button as well if you haven't already. We're going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game this season with the scoreboard and everything. This is one YouTube family, and we're going to have a lot of fun this season. All I ask is just be respectful in the comments, but we will talk trash to each other in the comments. Listen, we beating the brakes off of all y'all teams until I'm proven otherwise. And I want y'all to talk smack. If you an Eagle fan and we go against y'all beat us, when I know y'all not going to beat us, I want you to talk heavy in the comments. Real talk. You know what I mean? Everybody's welcome on this YouTube channel. This is one YouTube family. I say that over and over again. This is one YouTube family. Sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. But I always say this is one YouTube family. I'm trying to not, yes, we cheer for our different teams, but we're still, we bringing everything together on this channel. You feel me? Shout out to everybody in the building. And I don't mind answering any of y'all questions. If you have a question about your team, I'll give you my honest perspective. Haha, I knew that would get a couple of comments. Wait. They are not Jerry Rice, though. No way JJ gets to third. Hey, listen. Mike. Respectfully, bro. Mike, you got to think of it like this, bro. Nobody thought we was going to win 14 games last year. We had Sam Darnold. We have a better overall team when it comes to the offensive line, when it comes to the defensive line. Let's break it down, since I want you to understand where I'm coming from, Mike. When it comes to the interior offensive line, we got Will Fries, guard. We drafted Donovan Jackson in the first round, guard. We signed a center in Kelly, which is one of the best centers in the game. Now, let's talk about the tackles. Left tackle and right tackle. Brian O'Neill and Christian Darrisaw, two of the best tackles in the game. I'm not done. When you think about the best wide receiver in the game in Justin Jefferson, debatably, right? You talk about Jordan Addison, even though he will be suspended for the first 3 games of the season, Jordan Addison is a beast. When you talk about TJ Hockenson, when you talk about a run game with Aaron Jones and Mason, when you talk about great coaching staff on this team, listen, bro, we got a team, bro. And then when you talk, so he don't got to put everything on his back. And then when you talk about the defense, we had 2 players last year that had 11.5 sacks each. So Andrew Van Ginkel had 11.5 sacks. And then we had Jonathan Grenard with 11.5 sacks. 2 players, y'all. And listen, we running it back. Now we improved our defensive line, bro. When it comes to Hargrave, when it comes to Jonathan Allen, no, we're not even talking about that boy Blake Cashman. We're not even talking about our secondary when it comes to Isaiah Rodgers coming from the Eagles. He's underrated with more playing time. That man gonna shine. Mekhi Blackman coming off an injury, which he's gonna be a solid cornerback for us. Byron Murphy's a solid cornerback. When you talk about Harrison Smith, he's a vet of safety. When we talk about Theo Jackson, he's gonna do his thing this year. Josh Metellus. It's a whole bunch of things we got on this team, bro. So it's not just a whole bunch of players, a whole bunch of talent. It's not just McCarthy. McCarthy got to do it all. This is not a typical team where it's just like, oh, you draft the quarterback high and he has to put everything on his back. Yes, he's going to have to make plays. Yes, he's going to have to do his thing in a 2-minute drill or a 1-minute drill, whatever, to get a touchdown or a last-minute field goal. But at the same time, this team has a lot of talent, bro. This is not a typical team where you draft a top 10 and you got nobody on your team. This team that I'm talking about, bro, on paper, bro, this is the best team we had since the year when we had Brett Favre, when we had the William Wall, when we had Adrian Peterson, when Sidney Rice. This is the best team we had since then, bro. Do you remember that team with Pat Williams and Kevin Williams, Sidney Rice, Brett Favre? Do you remember that team with Adrian Peterson running over everybody? Listen, this is the best team we had since then with great coaching. Our defensive coordinator in Brian Flores is absolutely a genius. I'm going to say genius. I'm going to say genius. I'm going to give him genius. He's a genius when it comes to the defensive side of the ball. KOC makes every quarterback that he makes them play better. KOC is a good coach. So what I'm trying to say, in other words, is it's not just all on JJ McCarthy he doesn't have to be a Tom Brady his first year. He don't even have to be a Jaden Daniels his first year. Jaden Daniels got us into the NFC Championship game. He don't got to be that good. He just has to be good enough. He has to manage the game. Don't turn the ball over. Play his game. I'm just saying. Hey, Mike, respectfully, we gonna see, bro. And when you see who your team, Mike? Because Mike, you talking a lot of yapping, man. You talking a lot of yapping, man. Hey, listen, Mike. Hey, my brother from another mother. Hey, listen, Mike. Who are your team, Mike? You talking crazy, Mike. Hey, don't make me have to put the helmet on and I'll put the helmet on right now. I'm going to the game. You want to see Mike Sports Vibes running on the field, get tackled by the security. Sorry, nah. But shout out to everybody. Shout out to Mike. Respectfully, Mike, I disagree, bro. We're gonna be all right. Let me catch up with some of these comments though. All right, so we got how long Harrison Smith been playing? Yeah, he's been playing for a minute. So you think that they can beat the NFC? Yes, I think we can this year. On the road, we'll see what happens. When it comes to the playoffs, everything is 0-0. It don't matter what your listen. Some players like playing away to make the pretty much shut up the crowd, and some players play better at home. We'll see. But I always say the playoffs, you can just get hot and win the Super Bowl. The Giants got hot 2 times and won the Super Bowl. I'm just saying you do need talent, but at the same time, anything can happen in a 1-game series. Every game is a 1-game series. So if your team you might have the better team, but your team might be the better team, but they don't play good that game, then you lose. You going home. It's not like baseball. It's not like basketball. Usually the best team in a 7-game series is going to win. You feel me? Usually they're going to win. Oh, what's going on, Steelers fan? Steelers Nation in the building. Shout out to the Steelers fans in the building. Okay, it's going on, crime. Hey, listen. Hey, V, it's going down, brother. Keep that same energy. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I hope we go against your team and we're going to beat the brakes off your team. How about that, brother? Because you talking crazy right now. You talking crazy. Beat the brakes off your team. You talk a lot of craziness. You talking a lot of crazy. Don't come at my team, bruh. Don't come at my team. Don't start nothing. Won't be nothing. Lions going to miss Ben Johnson 100%. That's a fact. Nah, I've read that. All right, so let's read some of these other comments. That's if Aaron Rodgers can throw. Yeah, that's true. Thank you, Toxic. Hey, listen, my bull Toxic. Tell him, bro. Giants always had a great defense. Giants, yeah, man, that defensive line with Michael Strahan, Justin Tuck, and the guys, man, that was an amazing defense, bro. Does Rodgers' arm even work? It better work. They waited all this whole dang all season to get him. It better work. If it don't work, then, hey, listen, I feel bad for the Steelers fans. Everybody in the building, Super Hawk, smash that like button and hit that subscribe button. Super Hawk, smash that like button and hit that subscribe button. We're going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game this season. And even if you're not a Minnesota Viking fan, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. We're gonna have a scoreboard and everything. I just want y'all to make sure you're ready for the talking smack. Just keep it respectfully in the comments. But when we go against your team, we beating the brakes off your team. If you respectfully, if you're not a Viking fan, I'm telling you this right now. I'm telling you this right now. It's all fun at the end of the day. We are all one YouTube family. But I'm letting you know this right now. When we play y'all, we're beating the brakes off for y'all. Y'all know the vibes, man. Go to the bull. Y'all know the vibes. Let's keep going. Let me read some of these more comments. I'm gonna get off in a little bit. Unless y'all want me to stay on a little bit longer, I'll get off in a little bit. Not really from what I see him practicing. Rodgers might be all right though. I think still talking heavy. We talking heavy in the live streams, y'all. Just keep it respectful. We talking heavy in the live streams, y'all. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. All right, so let me read. Rodgers is 41, y'all. Keep that in mind. But with a good team around him, could he be good? You feel me? Could he be good? I don't know. I think the Steelers got a good team around him that could help him elevate to. You might have some of those Aaron Rodgers moments. Not a lot. Like, I'm not talking about MVP Aaron Rodgers moments, but you might have some of those moments where like, oh wow, there's Aaron Rodgers. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I'm just saying, I'm a Browns and the Cowboys fan, so I don't get to watch the playoffs. Oh, my gosh. Hey, listen. Well, let me tell you this, Ohio State. Hey, listen. I'm going to give you some advice. The Vikings will be in the playoffs again this year. So if you want to, hey, listen. If you want to see a team in the playoffs, come be a Vikings fan. Hey, listen. Come be a Vikings fan. This is the best. This is where it's at right here, man. This is where it's at. Being a Viking fans, where it's at right now. We win in Super Bowl 60, baby. We win in Super Bowl 60. How you like me now? Hey, listen. That's how I feel. Don't come at me in the comments. That's how I feel. I think Rodgers should retire last year and just went out with dignity. He's going to have to put down now because he won't go away. Hey, this is what it is, bro. It's this too. And if people are going to give him the moolah, the money, he going to keep playing. Hey, listen. If they're going to keep giving them the moolah, the monies, hey, listen, he going to keep playing. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen. I don't know if I would do football even if I wasn't in my prime. But, like, the sport I would love to play, though, if I was good enough to be in the NBA and I'll play till I'm like 40-something years old, I'll do it, bro. You know what I mean? Because that's guaranteed money. And listen, I'll come off the bench. Hey, listen, I'll come off the bench in my 40s. See, there's not many players they're still in the NBA that are in their 40s. I think the only player, who the oldest player in the NBA right now? I think it's like LeBron James. He's 40. He's still averaging 27 points a game, but that's another story for another day. And going like the Jets, all the hype just to get injured. Hey, listen, Christopher Robinson, what's good? What's good? Thank you, Vikings, for propping Darnold up, pushing Geno Smith to the rate. Hey, listen. Geno Smith is going to be all right with y'all. Y'all going to be a solid team this year. Our offensive line is a dumpster fire. Who's your offensive line, Toxic? Rodgers can't run at all anymore. He's toast. Dag. Rodgers is still can. Yeah. You might be all right. Watch. You're going to have New York. What the Vikings' first 7 games? Oh, the Vikings' first 7 games. I'll give it to you right now. Hold on, y'all. Vikings' first 7 games, y'all. Who wants to know the Minnesota first 7 games? And we're winning all 7, bro. We're going 7-0, bro. We're going 7-0, bro. All right, so first game, we got the Bears away. We're beating the brakes off the Bears. Then we got the... Hold on. Let me go back. All right, we got the Bears. We're beating the brakes off the Bears. Then we got the Falcons, which I'm going to that game. And we're beating the brakes off the Falcons. With Michael Penix Jr., J.J. versus Michael Penix Jr. is going down. We going down, ready to let it go. That's it to me now. All right, so, and then after that, week 4 is the Bengals. We're beating the brakes. There's a lot of Bengal fans on this channel. I am so surprised I got Bengal fans on this channel. It's like really cool. I love everybody that's not a fan of the Vikings and they subscribe to this channel, man. That's like so cool, man. Like it's really like I said, this is one YouTube family, but respectfully, We're going to beat the brakes off all y'all teams, though. I'm just letting y'all know that right now. Respectfully. You know what I mean? All right, so we got the Bengals, week 4, week 5, we got the Steelers. That's going to be hard. That's a 9:30. I think that's in London. I think it's in London, back-to-back games. So September 28th, Steelers, and then the Browns. What? 2 9:30 a.m. games. That's crazy. And then Eagles and Vikings. Let's freaking go. October 19th. Let's freaking go. I can't wait. I can't wait to be live specifically for that specific game because that game is rivalry for me. Because listen, it's personal because I'm from Pennsylvania and all these people that are Philadelphia Eagle fans, all these people that are Steelers fans, specifically the Eagle fans, be talking so much talk saying we got 2 Super Bowls and y'all got none. And they be talking all this craziness. So I want bragging rights. I want to beat the brakes off the Eagles this year. Let me keep going. All right, so after that, we got the Chargers. We got a hard schedule. Then we got the Ravens, too. Lions, hey, listen, what they trying to do to the Vikings this year, man? They got us playing the Ravens, Chargers, Steelers, Bengals. That's the NFC. Oh, that's the AFC North. Okay, I see what they're doing. All right. We do got the Eagles. We do got the Giants. We do got the Cowboys. We got a lot. We got a pretty hard schedule. But I'm letting y'all know, regardless of the situation, we're beating the brakes off of all these teams. It is what it is, bro. No Saints going for the upset. Nah, man. Saints, we're going to see about the Saints. Who? Man, believe it or not, hey, listen. Who said that? Believe it or not, there's a lot of Falcon fans. When I go live sometimes, Falcon fans be in the building heavy, bro. Talking crazy. Hey, we're going to beat y'all in week 2. Hey, listen. There's a lot of Falcon fans, bro. Steelers, Vikings is going to be a terrible game to watch. Nah. Mike, we're going to beat the brakes off the Steelers. When y'all play the Saints. We don't play the Saints this year, I don't think. Nah. Steelers versus Vikings will be retirement. Nah, stop it. Versus your young guys. Facts. Welcome to the AFC North from a Ravens fan. Hey, listen, we welcome. We're going to beat the brakes off of all y'all in y'all division. One by one. Ravens getting destroyed. Steelers getting destroyed. Browns getting destroyed. All y'all. I say Ravens, Bengals, Browns, Steelers, all y'all getting destroyed. It is what it is. Make your pick. Whatever week it is, it's going down. Minnesota Vikings versus the Bengals, we beating y'all down. Minnesota Vikings versus the Browns, we beating y'all down. Minnesota Vikings versus the Steelers, we beating y'all down. Everybody in y'all division, we beating y'all down. That's how I feel. As a big-time Minnesota Viking fan, I'm going to talk my talk every single live stream this upcoming season. This when the season finally starts with the scoreboard and everything. I need everybody in the building. I need y'all to do me a favor. If you haven't hit that like button, I need you to super Hulk smash that like button. I promise you, by hitting that like button on the screen, double tap it, it will be free. It's free. I promise you. The only reason why I can repeat myself when I say that is because when you hit the like button, it pushes it out there so more people can come on the live stream to vibe with us. Also, if you are interested, you can hit the subscribe button. We're going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. This is one YouTube family. And even if you're not a Viking fan, consider subscribing. Because if we go against your team, we're beating the brakes off your team. And it's gonna be a party every single game. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's gonna be a party. It's gonna be lit. I need y'all to be in the comments. Talk that talk. Just keep it respectful in the comments. But we beating the brakes off all y'all. I'm just letting y'all know. So we got my bull said, oh yeah, break rev. Yeah, we got a tough schedule, bro. It's crazy work, bro. Crazy work by the NFL. Welcome to the AFC North. We got a Ravens fan in the building. Vikings going for him. Nah, that's Cap, Mike. That's Cap, Mike. The NFC and AFC North are nasty. Love that. Yes. Cold weather style football. Let's go, Damon Weaver. Shout out to you, bro. My bull says still Diego. Preach, brother. Preach. Let's go. He said, nah, y'all don't play us. Yeah, we don't play the Saints this year. You making the bets on these wins? Now I can't make any bets, but I will say that when I do make bets, I'm gonna say bragging rights. That's what I mean by bets. We're gonna have bragging rights. Steelers walking. Oh, stop it. Wood baby. That doesn't even sound right, man. That don't even sound right. Why did I just read your name, bro? Hey, listen, I ain't reading your name no more. But Steelers, y'all don't got a chance. I say the Vikings will best the Steelers. Yeah. We'll see about that, homie. Yeah, V, we're gonna see. Depends on the health of Steelers. Yeah, we're gonna see. I think Aaron Rodgers is gonna be all right, but y'all gotta live respectfully. Y'all talking about going against the mighty Minnesota Vikings. It ain't the Vikings, it ain't the Minnesota Vikings no more. It's the mighty Minnesota Vikings. Let me repeat that. Let me repeat myself. Hashtag the hashtag mighty Minnesota Vikings. It ain't or mighty Vikings. That sounds corny. But hashtag mighty Minnesota Vikings. It ain't just Minnesota Vikings no more, brother. You know what I'm saying, Mike? Zombie too clean. So fashion said clean. Dun, 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 dun. So fashion clean. Let's go. Let me catch up in the comments real quick. He said they traded Makai, which is extremely terrible for the defense. Steelers have the best D. No, they had the highest paid defensive player. Mistaken. Who wins? Makai, Packers versus Vikings. Oliver. We're beating the brakes off the Packers, respectfully. But we'll see, man. We'll see. If you're a Packers fan, consider subscribing. We going live for that game. We beating the brakes off for y'all, respectfully. What do you expect from the Lions without Ben Johnson? I think the Lions going to still be good, but they will take a step back. They're not winning 15 games. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that right now. They ain't winning no 15 games. I'll tell you that right now. I'll tell you that right now. They ain't winning no 15 games. I got a lot of respect for them. I got a lot of respect. But at the end of the day, respectfully, I don't see the Lions winning 15 games again with losing both their offensive coordinators. But what I will say, though, is when it comes to the Lions is I love what they have. They're a very talented team. There's not many teams more talented than the Lions. And I say that in respectfully. You know what I mean? The Lions, they're the real deal. They won 15 games for a reason last year. And the only reason why they could have won a Super Bowl. And this was coming from a Viking fan. So you know I'm saying it I don't like saying what I'm saying. But the Lions had debatably the best team overall. When it came to their defense, I'm talking about everything. Their defense was a beast of a defense. The problem is, they had some weaknesses. Their secondary here, secondary. But their trenches was on point. Once their trenches went bad, everything else went bad on that defense. When Hutchinson got hurt and McNeil got hurt, it was over for the Lions. Let's just keep it real. But regardless, man, we beating the brakes off of them. We won't beat the brakes off of them. Lions gonna be good though. Hold on. I'm missing some comments though. Hold on. Let me catch up in the chat real quick. I'm missing some comments. Somebody said something. Matthew Golden gonna give the Vikings secondary. Yeah, I like Golden. Oliver, I like Golden, but respectfully, we're going to beat y'all. I like Golden. We're going to see what happens, though. We're going to definitely see what happens. Randy Moss was good. Yeah, Randy Moss was amazing. Antonio Brown, I miss dearly, even though he was Lions, yeah, that injury, yes, that was terrible for the Lions last year. Lions, Bears, Packers, Vikings, Hold on, so you got the Lions. Oh, stop it, Mike. See, my name is Mike. Your name is Mike. We supposed to be on the same mindset when it comes to certain things. But me and you are total opposites. Me and you, Mike, are total opposites, man. I don't know what you got going on. You trying to tell me that the Vikings gonna be in third place in the division, bro? Stop the cap, bro. Stop the cap, Mike. Respectfully, Mike. Who's your team again, Mike? Who's your team? I keep forgetting. Is it the Lions or is it the Eagles? Who's your team, bro? Who's your team, bro? Ravens? Who's your team, Mike? Because I gotta make sure I remember you because you be talking crazy. Fun fact in 2023. Oh my gosh, Marcus Williams, which made him. Oh wow, that's crazy. Wow, that's crazy. I just want to win a playoff game. Hey, I want to win a Super Bowl. I don't want to just win a playoff game. Hey, listen, I'm over that. I want a Super Bowl. If it ain't a Super Bowl, man, bro, I feel some type of way, bro. I'm going to keep it all the way real with you, bro. Lions had the most injuries and kept winning. Yeah, true. I believe there was only one guy who would destroy Randy Moss, and that was Revis Island. Whew. I don't know, man. I don't know about that. I don't know. I really don't know about that. Was it 30? Oh man, now Vikings going to be fourth place. Hey Mike, stop it, bro. Hey Mike, stop. Mike, stop. Hey Ed Weaver, I don't know what Mike has got going on, bro. He tripping, bro. He tripping. I don't know what type time he's on. Who's your team, Mike? Stop being scared. Stop being scared, Mike. Tell me who your team is. Falcons and Titans are the meme teams and so forth, despite it being. Yeah. I think the Titans might be all right. They got their quarterback. We're going to see if he's good. We're going to see what's up with them. The Packers are going to be. Hold on. The Packers are going to be good, and so is the NFC North. But the Vikings is all going to depend on McCarthy for the Vikings. I think the Vikings overall are so good, but McCarthy definitely is a big factor on the success of her team. But he's definitely not the only factor. And I would argue with anybody that the biggest factor for the Vikings to be successful in this upcoming season is the team being healthy. Because I think if we're healthy, on paper, we're one of the best teams, talent-wise. No. Oliver. Hey, Barry Sanders destroyed defense. Yes, he did. Hold on, Oliver. See, now y'all starting to go against me in the chat. I'm not liking this. Now we got Oliver saying, yeah, Mike likes fourth place, 100% agree. Stop it. Lawrence Taylor was a certified crapper. I think earlier he said the Titans. Vikings fourth place. Stop it. I said Falcons and Vikings. I got you, Mike. Vikings winning the Super Bowl. Yes, thank you, bruh. It all. Hey, listen, Vikes fourth place. Hey, all right. Y'all rubbing it in. Y'all doing too much. Y'all going against me right now. I think Antonio Brown might be the craziest route runner I ever seen. Yeah, he's one of the best. I will agree with that. Oh, man, this was a great live. I want to say thank you so much for everybody that's been on this live stream. I want to say God bless to each and every one of y'all. I hope much success. I hope good health. I hope that everybody's doing wonderful. And even if you're not having a good day, hopefully your day gets a lot better. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. And also I want to say, please be safe, y'all, out there. God bless to each and every one of y'all that's in the building. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button on your way out. And yeah, I'm out. Peace out, y'all. Nice live stream. I'll see y'all probably tomorrow or the day before. I don't know. We're going to be live. But on the game days, we're going to have the scoreboard. It's going to be a lot more organized and all that. But we're going to definitely be live and have a lot of fun. But shout out to each and every one of y'all. God bless. Peace out.